2761 to start planning today.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 55 degrees under sunny skies at 10 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. And by your local Western PA AAA travel office. Travel with someone you trust. The Seneca Valley School Board tonight is going to vote on how to go about adding a new personal finance graduation requirement for students. It's being mandated. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has that story.
The proposed change follows a new Pennsylvania mandate requiring personal finance instruction starting in fall 2026. To make room for the course, Seneca Valley would reduce its health and physical education requirement from 2.5 credits to 2. During discussion at the board's work session, concerns were raised about reducing health and physical education requirements as students continue facing both mental and physical health challenges. Tonight's meeting is set for 7 at the Intermediate High School auditorium. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Americans who were on board the cruise ship struck by a deadly hantavirus outbreak are now back in the USA. Medical evaluation flight landed in Nebraska overnight. On board, at least one passenger began showing symptoms of the virus, and another tested positive. CBS News' Ian Lee reports from Omaha.
Earlier this morning, about a few hours ago, we actually saw those people, those 17 Americans being brought to the National Quarantine Center. They were brought in buses. They were brought in an ambulance. We saw them arrive. This is where they're going to be monitored right now. We do know that one person has tested what health officials say is mildly positive. Another person is showing symptoms.
Here in our area, police are investigating a stabbing in Pittsburgh's Sheridan neighborhood overnight. It happened around 11 o'clock last night along Calvin Street. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover. Police say the victim is being uncooperative at this time when it comes to providing details on just how that stabbing occurred. President Trump has rejected Iran's latest offer to end the conflict. He says Iran will not budge on its nuclear program or on unblocking the Strait of Hormuz. He called the new proposal not worthy. Meanwhile, gas prices remain high with no official end to the war in sight. CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cortez says the administration is looking at pausing the federal gas tax.
It could be a bit of relief for Americans who are spending 52% more to fill up the tank.
It's ridiculous. It's like $70 at least.
It comes 2 months after administration officials first promised gas prices would soon plummet.
Meanwhile, CBS News correspondent Jim Krasula reports attitudes about the job market vary greatly by age group.
A new poll from Gallup has found that younger Americans are more pessimistic than older people about the job market. It's a sudden reversal from just 3 years ago when older Americans were more pessimistic. The gap between young and older Americans' views of the job market is now greater than any other country among the 141 surveyed by Gallup.
And Gallup found that 43% of those aged 15 to 34 believe it's a good time to find a job in the area where they live. That's well below the 64% of those aged 55 and over who say the same. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 19 points, the Nasdaq is down 9 points, and the S&P 500 is up 9. KDKA Sports, the Pirates are off today. They start a series with the Rockies tomorrow at PNC Park. KDKA Radio News Time is 10:04. It is currently 55 degrees under sunny skies in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
When it comes to building Pennsylvania's future, the laborers are on the job. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, energy projects, the men and women of the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council deliver the skilled work that keeps our communities moving forward. Joe LaQuatra is leading the charge to train the next generation, protect worker safety, and stand up for fair wages and benefits. When laborers build, Pennsylvania grows stronger. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, working hard every day. My people. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we have an accident on northbound 28. This is up in Harrison Township, so it puts it north of the Natrona Heights interchange. As you're traveling there, we are seeing some slowdowns in both directions. Nothing major in terms of the backups, but it just might be somebody hitting the brakes in front of you very quickly, so take it easy out there. Pretty decent commute for you if you're coming inbound from the eastern suburbs. Surprisingly, the Parkway East has backed off nicely, and just a little bit slow go as you approach the mouth of the inbound Squirrel Hill tunnels. Very different kind of picture for you, though, on the Parkway West. Inbound there, the delays greet you at the top of Green Tree Hill ahead of those Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today. A cool breeze this afternoon, high 63. Clear and cold tonight. There can be frost in some outlying areas, the low 33 to 37. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to increasing clouds, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you invite a contractor into your home, you got to trust they know what they're doing. You want to feel good. That's why CertaPro Painters and me have gotten along for more than a decade. Hi, this is Larry Richard. Take advantage of getting the most professional job you can and know that each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your pre-estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. And take advantage of the spring sales event for 10% off qualifying projects through May 15th. Before time runs out.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. Getting good legal advice early is never a bad idea. I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. If you or anyone you know is facing a family law issue, start with a consultation. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
What's up? Mother's Day was wonderful, man. Man. I extend all of my heartfelt love and apologies for men and women, sons and daughters, husbands and wives, anyone who lost their mother. It's a crap show on Mother's Day. My nieces and nephews, Danny, Matt, and Leah, lost their mother, my sis, a few months ago, and it's painful. However, for those of us who had the moments with our moms, our wives, it's a hell of a day, man. They deserve it every day. What women do for us, what moms do for us, what my wife does for my kids, and we took care of her. We did. We cooked and cleaned and walked and talked and ate and made cards and giggled and cried and laughed and had a hell of a day. Appreciating each other and appreciating the greatness of motherhood. The greatest job, the greatest role, the greatest addendum anyone can have to their resume is mother. And my wife is a badass mother. She just is. She's magnificent. Her new full-time job is taking care of her own parents. And she does it with the fortitude that I would expect from a great woman. The greatest woman I've ever known, my wife. Who has an attitude like the greatest woman, my mother. It's amazing. On a sad note, and then we'll get to the news, my good friend and probably top 5 best videographers I've ever known in my career, ever. Anywhere in the country. I worked in L.A. and Dallas and Oklahoma City. And in Oklahoma City, we had NPPA, which is a big deal, Photographer of the Year, several times. It was a television station known for photography. Dave Forstate was a legendary photojournalist here in Pittsburgh. Joined at the hip with Dave Crawley, with KDTV for what, Patrick? At least 30 years.
At least.
Yeah. And a ton of stuff they did for QED as well. Magnificent, Emmy-winning reporting and documentaries. A great father. His wife is a fantastic woman who listens to our show, and I express my deepest gratitude to you, my dear. And my heart and gratitude for letting us have Dave in our lives, and heartfelt sympathies for the loss of Dave. He was a great man. He died either late Saturday night or early Sunday morning from pancreatic cancer. The irony of our lives is we used to mock the old people that we knew in the neighborhood that went through the obits every morning. And now I find myself doing the same thing, except there are no more obits. And we start losing the great ones. And Patrick, the genius that he is and the great friend that he was to 4-State, is streaming the video of 4-State right now. Dave was a pain in the ass, and I'll tell you why he was a pain in the ass, because he was perfect. And I'm flawed. I was lazy, and he wasn't. He was a perfectionist, and I was always flawed. He wanted to take the time. A few months ago, 4-State had the Whipple surgery, which is insanely difficult surgery, kind of a last resort surgery, and he thought he was cancer-free, and he wasn't. It spread rapidly and killed him over the weekend. Awful. Awful. We love you, Dave. My man. All right. I wanted to play this clip because this clip has meaning long-term. Listen to this clip from over the weekend.
All right, Ricky, can you start from the south side? It's the 18th and Carson. We might have before. Can you please repeat your walk to one? South side 81 going 18th and Carson. Just to confirm, you have medics coming to Carson and 18th.
Is there going to be at the PNC Bank?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just confirming because I know there was a lot of officers walking on each other. I just want to make sure we got medics coming to the tunnel.
Yeah, and I just came back, so I'm trying to get it all figured out. Is that the subject stop for Cary and 18th, or is that going to be the 1736 East Carson for the assault? Because I also have a call pending at the PNC Bank at 1736 East Carson. Male caller kind of all over the place said a female stabbed someone, also had a gun in the car, and then the line disconnected. Is that all related?
Yes, ma'am, that's it. This male is stabbed in the neck. Moderate bleeding now, but definitely needs medics.
Southside, redundancy, same old, same old. Nothing changes, but it's about to. The unofficial mayor of the Southside, Rich Chipka, one of my boys. Good morning, sir. How are you?
All right, Marty.
None of this surprises you anymore at all, sir.
No, 7 years, the same 5-block area, and we can't seem to fix this problem, Marty. It's ridiculous.
7 years of the same crap, shootings, stabbings, robberies, fights. 7 years of a nightmare that has ruined the South Side. Is that fair, sir?
Yeah, I mean, we got 30% vacancy now. Fatheads, which was one of the best restaurants in Pittsburgh, with 2 parking lots within a half a block of it, can't sustain because of the violence. That's a canary in the coal mine there.
Absolutely get it. Absolutely understand where you're coming from. Absolutely support everything he has said about the South Side. So, I have confirmed, and Rich knows this, that in a few weeks, there will be a dramatic change in the South Side. Dramatic change in the South Side. Rich, can you hang around as we address this?
Sure.
Folks, think of Market Square. Think of what's happening there. And it's about to happen in the South Side. Pretty damn quick. I'm serious. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
Well, what's up is some heavy traffic in a couple of spots, especially along the Parkway West and Route 51 West End corridor. So let's start with the Parkway West. Inbound, you have slow-go traffic greeting you at the top of Green Tree Hill. Outbound, if you're trying to head out toward the western suburbs or the airport, that's the better ride for the most part, but you do have some sluggish traffic coming up onto the outbound lower deck of the Fort Pitt Bridge heading for the tunnels as you come from the Parkway East 376. So just be prepared for that. Also heading outbound or away from the point on Route 51, between the Fort Pitt Bridge and the West End Bridge area, we have some congestion there. Keep that in mind. It's actually moving well, though, as you're coming through the West End Valley on South Main Street, heading toward the West End Circle. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
At Perry Calder, my boy JP, one of my close friends, at his law firm, AI is for attorney intelligence, not artificial intelligence. I have sent family members and friends to his firm. Medical malpractice, the best in the country. Product liability, the same. They have won massive verdicts. Perry Calder, attorney intelligence, 412-281-4200, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last, so don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is why I love NASCO Roofing. Not only are they the best I've ever seen, with a lifetime warranty on the roof and labor. Folks, the greatness of NASCO. Pastor in the Rocks needed a roof. NASCO put it on at cost, actually lost money. NASCO Roofing. My roof, my brother's roof, my sister's roof, NASCO, they get it. 412-373-2000, NASCO, 412-373-2000.
Hi, this is Father Tom Burke of the Diocese of Pittsburgh. Join me for Catholic Education Plus this Sunday morning at 6:30 as we spotlight our Catholic schools and faith formation programs. Catholic Education Plus is sponsored by Sam and Judy Spanos and the Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home. Life-saving, life-changing information. UPMC. Love it.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, Marty, can you start from the south side? You hit the 18th and Carson. We might have a... 1-4. Can you please repeat your walk to one? South side 81 going 18th and Carson. Just to confirm, you have medics coming to Carson and 18th.
Is that going to be at the PNC Bank?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just confirming because I know there was a lot of officers walking on each other. Just to make sure you got medics coming to the jail.
Yeah, and I just came back, so I'm trying to get it all figured out. Is that the subject stop for Carrie and 18th, or is that going to be the 1736 East Carson for the assault? Because I also have a call pending at the PNC Bank at 1736 East Carson. Male caller kind of all over the place, said a female stabbed someone, also had a gun in the car, and then the line disconnected. Is that all related?
Yes, ma'am. That's it. This male is stabbed in the neck. Moderate bleeding now, but definitely needs medics.
3 a.m. in the morning. Rich Chipka joining me, the unofficial mayor of the South Side. So, my man, he knows this better than anyone because he's the man there, and he gives a damn, and why I love him. So, in a couple weeks in June, they're going to put this plan in place in the South Side that's going to have a very similar tone and feel that the plan in Market Square has. What does that mean? Anyone entering will be flagged, searched electronically for weapons, and must be with an adult if they're 18 or younger. And you're aware of this. What blocks are they talking about shutting down? What was it, 12th to 17th?
Yeah, 12th to 17th. That's the footprint. All intersections will be shut down, so they ID everybody on the way in.
And search for weapons.
Yep.
What time of night? What did they say? What time of night we're going to start this?
I think it's 10 to 3.
Yeah. And the point is they're trying to take away all the menace of the South Side, the way they're taking away the menace of Market Square. You can kind of understand what they're trying to do philosophically, right? Plan in Market Square, there were 50 incidents. In the 2 weeks since, 2 incidents. So it's not going to be perfect, and it certainly isn't, but it's working, sir. Let's translate that to the South Side. Do you think, because you're the man, and you're a veteran, and you've been out there in the middle of the night, and you know how this crap happens, and it happens in that window of time you're talking about, is this something you would like to see tried out? Because it's going to happen.
I'm not a proponent of it, Marty, because, number one, it will only last 3 months if it does work. It's going to cost about $250,000.
It's already funded.
And
it's already funded.
Yeah. And what it's going to do is, instead of having all of the problems where we know they're at already on Carson, it's now going to push the problems into the residential areas and the traffic into the residential areas.
I disagree.
So now,
I think all the idiots that want to go to Market, the same idiots that are now saying, screw it, we can't go to Market Square, the same idiots that now say I'm going to go down and stab someone or shoot someone on the South Side late at night, they're now going to stay home. That's the theory. Why wouldn't you think that might work so?
Because they tried it before, Marty. About 3 years ago, they shut down East Carson, diverted all the traffic off of East Carson.
I remember.
And all we did was, instead of having the problems on East Carson, we had the problems in the residential area. And then we had a guy that drove right into somebody's living room. You know, the easiest and the most effective way to do this is to let the old school police do their jobs, go down and arrest the miscreants that are causing all the problems.
Yeah, but 3 in the morning. Hold on. Ain't a lot of cops in any cities working at 3 in the morning. And some moron stabbed someone at 3 in the morning this week. And we can't send the friggin' U.S. Air Force, Navy, Army, and Marines into Southside as they did with the state police the weekend of the NFL draft. So the cops say, stop being a crank. And he knows this, by the way, because they get annoyed with him complaining about this. At least give it a try. Are you going to at least give it a try?
Well, I mean, it's not my call, Marty. It's Jessica Benham and Senator Acosta. They're the ones that are getting funding from the state.
Yes, sir.
And I talked to Jessica Benham on Friday, and she said that the grant hasn't been approved yet.
Nah, I spoke to the mayor, and I spoke to the cops organizing it. It's happening, and it's happening in June. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm ready to try anything because you've been so on top of this, and you've made us so aware of this. And if it doesn't work, we got to try something else. But I think for now, we got to embrace something, and it's got to be this. I think. But we'll find out, won't we, sir?
We will. I hope, Marty. I hope it works.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
But I don't think it will.
Yeah, a lot of cops are skeptical. But it's going to happen in June. And in essence, Rich, close off 12th to 17th, right?
Yeah.
Kind of screen everyone coming in, right?
Right.
And check anyone for weapons and ID, right?
Exactly.
And your concern is that will filter all the punks, thugs, and idiots in cars to the side streets, right?
Exactly right, Marty. That's what happened last time, and that's what will happen this time. And instead of having the problems where the police are at, now we're expanding the perimeter, and now we're going to have less police in the residential areas, making the police more vulnerable and the residents more vulnerable.
As one of my boys sent me a text, you better break it to him that old school police are done and moving on. They just don't have the manpower. Let's find out.
True. And that's what the problem is.
Yeah, and that's not going to change. Rich Shupka, my brother, thanks, my man.
Thank you, Marty.
Truth to power. It's happening, folks, in June. My man JK's done it again in Oakmont. I heard the buzz a while back, and it's real now. A Bodie Kitchen and Bar. Wow. This place is gorgeous. Open for dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 4 to 10. Insane brunch Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 3. In the former Chelsea Grill space. Beautiful, cool space. Fantastic food, comfort food with a twist. Check out JK's new joint. It's amazing. A Bodie Kitchen. Check it out.
You know Zero Res, the zero residue carpet cleaner that leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. Don't risk it with the other guys and skip the DIY disasters that leave your carpets soaked for days. Keep the mud outside where it belongs, not trapped in your carpets. This month, get 3 rooms of carpet Zero Resified starting at just $139. Call 412-701-1188 or visit ZeroResPGH.com and ask for the KDKA special.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878.
Hey, it's Marty. Are you tired of pain or fear of falling that's holding you back, struggling with balance, neuropathy, or joint pain? At Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, physical therapy is done differently because you are different. Folks, this place is amazing. I've seen it firsthand. Shoulder pain, knee pain, balance issues. They attack it and work it, and it works. Call today. Monroeville Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 58 degrees under sunny skies at 10:30. I'm Pat Septak. With Wegmans planning to open its first Western Pennsylvania store in Cranberry Township in 2027, the developer behind those plans wants to build on that momentum with more retail. According to the Pittsburgh Business Times, Seipel Enterprises, which sold a 13-acre township site to Wegmans for just over $14 million, is now planning between 150 to 160,000 square feet of additional retail at Cranberry Springs. Seipel expects there will be new demand generated from the grocery chain at this new location. Governor Josh Shapiro is urging faster federal help for Pennsylvania farmers hit hard by April's crop freeze. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
The governor visited Cherry Hill Orchards in Lancaster County Friday, meeting with impacted farmers and urging federal officials to speed up disaster assistance.
These farms are
important to me. They're important to our Commonwealth, to our economy, and to our way of life. And we know that there is a long road ahead. As your governor, I want you to know we're going to take every step we can to help you get through this.
Shapiro is calling on the U.S. Department of Agriculture to quickly complete damage assessments so growers can move forward with crop insurance claims and recovery efforts. Tamara Rush News Radio, KDKA.
2 people were injured in a crash in Washington County. The rollover crash occurred shortly before 9 last night along the 1500 block of Henderson Avenue in Chartiers Township. 1 adult and 1 juvenile were taken to the hospital. No word on their conditions this morning. And a heads up for those who ride the Mon Incline. The incline is closed indefinitely. PRT shut it down last Friday after several riders had to be rescued from the cars. In the meantime, shuttles will run during regular incline service hours. And on Wall Street, the Dow is up 87 points. The NASDAQ is down 45 points. And the S&P 500 is up 7. KDKA Radio News Time. Coming up on 10:32, our next update at 11 on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Ethos.
Tackling debt is like getting in shape. Consistency is the secret to success. Bankrate's Ted Rossman says tackling small debts first will keep you motivated for more.
You're making progress and you're more motivated, and then you can knock out the bill that's $1,000 or $2,000.
But if the so-called debt snowball method doesn't work, you can chip away at your debt via a 0% interest rate credit card. I'm Rob Hart.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. That's ethos.com/protect.
So, massive trucks in my neighborhood. Greater Pit Tree Service. Man, they're good. 10 guys. Cranes. Grinders. Chainsaws. Everybody protected. Everybody professional. The best service. The best pricing. The best I've ever seen. Greater Pit Tree Service. 412-815-0541. 412-815-0541. Hey, folks, it's Marty. Medicare can be confusing with all the rules, costs, and deadlines. Are you making the right choice for your future? Join MediConnect's free live webinars from the comfort of your home. No pressure, just clear, helpful information. Learn about Medicare, Parts A and B, how to avoid penalties, and if Medicare Advantage or Supplement is right for you. Get peace of mind. Register for the webinar by calling 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com. MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Been 30 time, would have been 30, no, would have been 30, being 30, been 29. If that'll help, been 29,000.
Get ready to bid on the equipment you need in the Ritchie Brothers Northeast Regional Auction on June 23rd. Inventory is housed at locations in Pittsburgh, North Franklin, and Northeast Maryland with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of construction and transportation equipment. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Pittsburgh to sign up. Again, that's rbauction.com/Pittsburgh.
You know, I met 2 women who are nurses full-time in Pittsburgh. Graduated from CCAC with no debt, 0. You know, I met 2 young ladies at Pitt, now juniors, brought 2 years of credits from CCAC, $2,000 in total debt. You know, 80% of CCAC students have no debt. More than 100 programs. CCAC rocks, folks. Check it out.
When the paycheck stops, the planning starts. Retirement isn't about a number. It's about income that lasts through every stage of life. Secure Money Advisors focuses on building retirement strategies around income, tax efficiency, healthcare planning, and legacy protection, all working together in one coordinated plan. Claim a complimentary copy of your book today at righttrackbook.com. That's righttrackbook.com, where your retirement journey begins on the right track.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up is we continue to have heavy traffic, Marty, on the Parkway West corridor. It doesn't matter which way you're headed. The worst of it, though, remains on the inbound ride, where you're backing right around the top of Green Tree Hill, down to and through those Fort Pitt tunnels. Getting through the outbound tunnels and onto the Parkway West headed for the western suburbs or maybe out to Pittsburgh International, you have to get through some sluggish traffic coming from both the Portal Bridge and the Fort Duquesne Bridge and the Parkway East as you come up past the Stanwyck Street on-ramp and try to access that outbound lower deck. It's moving. It's just really heavy for you there. Just a reminder, we have crews working, doing some inspection to ramps and elevated portions of the road at the 6th and 7th off-ramps from 579. So that could impact you with some slow traffic as you're coming across the Veterans Bridge from 279 or from Route 28. The crews could be out there till 3 today. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today. Breezy, cool this afternoon, high 63. Tonight will be clear and cold, low 33 to 37. There can be frost in the coldest spots outside the city. Tomorrow, a sunny start, then clouds increase to high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The amount of compensation received from a lung cancer or mesothelioma lawsuit varies. But at Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky & White, the goal is simple. Maximize your recovery and ensure you receive the full compensation you deserve. Asbestos manufacturers spent decades concealing the dangers of asbestos exposure, and today, many suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma are fighting back. You are not alone in this fight. Call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, after a great weekend, we're back. Can't wait to talk so much going on. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 today right here. KDKA.
Kind of a significant day for us here. I cannot throw enough superlatives at Jeff McCausland. I just can't. I've been at this a while. There's no one better, ever. The two smartest men on this show, if I'm lying, I'm friggin' dying. Ron Layton, who has 2 PhDs, served 4 presidents, and Colonel McCausland. And Colonel McCausland is part of the group of folks that CBS is getting rid of, which is kind of despicable and vile, but I'm not going to get that dark on it. And he joins us this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Well, Marty, I'm much better for listening to that very, very nice and overrated description you just made there a moment ago. I really, truly appreciate it. It's been a great honor and pleasure to work with you and a whole bunch of hosts at there in Pittsburgh over the last now 23 years. I was figuring out, Marty, I think I've done 10,000 radio interviews. So we'll call this my 10,000th based on the number of years and the average. So we'll call this my 10,000th radio interview. And unfortunately, all of CBS radio is going away, and that's why I'll be departing after those 23 years.
Yeah, it's it's not about CBS as much as about our business. It's like we're in a big ice tray, man. They put us in the middle of the desert, and there's no AC around, and it's just melting away, and it's kind of sad to see, and you're probably seeing the same thing I am, aren't you, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. And really, the loser in all this, I firmly believe, is the American people. The people who are listening right now, we're going to have to work just a little bit harder to find access to what I hope is fair and balanced news reporting. Doesn't mean everybody's agree with everything I said in those 10,000 radio interviews. I hope not. But at the same time, the fact that we've got the opportunity to talk about complex issues and think about where the country is going and hopefully get it to go in a different direction is invaluable. And now it's just going to be a little bit harder for people to do that.
A reporter did a profile on myself from the Post-Gazette, and they're one of those papers in peril. And when she did the profile, she was one of 30 reporters left. When she started the paper, there were 350 reporters, sir. And this is happening all over the business. And heck, Colonel, Back in the day, there were hundreds of foreign correspondents. Now, are there 30, sir? I mean, it's just the way it's gone. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, no, without doubt. And at the same time, we live in an ever-increasing complex world that affects us every single day, and much more complex today than
I can't hear you, sir.
When you and I were going to school
as
youngsters. So the need for people to have more access is important. And unfortunately, there was always an assumption when the Internet came around that, oh, well, we can all go to the Internet and we can get wide-ranging information. But sadly, what we find is human beings tend to go to those places that reinforce beliefs they already have. And I think that sadly has contributed to the polarization that we all talk about, but don't seem to be doing an awful lot about to alleviate.
It has, sir. This war, along those same lines, is this mixture of ridiculous rhetoric, silly memes. The Iranian government has been blown to bits, yet they have someone internally making these ridiculous memes about Trump. They should worry about the future of their damn country. Conversely, you have the Hegseth, who should be at a bar, not running the Department of Defense, and a president making ridiculous anecdotal comments day in and day and night. Have you seen a war like this, sir, in your career?
Absolutely not. There's no question about it. But I think we need to keep one thing in mind, and that is we've seen these kind of wars before. And there's a thing called game theory, which tries to analyze how organizations react when confronted with each other. And at the maximum level, that would be a war. And war is only a contest of wills, and you've got to impose your will on your adversary. But when you get into that, you've got to understand where you come from. I mean, for the Iranians, this is the Iranian government. This is an existential moment for them, existential to the maximum degree. For Mr. Trump, this is a bad day at Mar-a-Lago. So in terms of those two different confrontational points, they look at the problem much more different. The Iranians are not worried about a midterm election. I can guarantee you that much. And the government killed somewhere between 7,000 and 42,000 of their own people back in January when there was social unrest. So they can afford, I think, to be a bit more confrontational, whereas I think Mr. Trump just felt, well, we're going to have 3 or 4 days of bombing. They're going to capitulate and surrender. So, in fact, I always believe when the vice president went off to Pakistan to meet with the Iranians, he was expecting that this was going to be like the battleship Missouri in Tokyo Harbor.
Hell yeah.
And they were going to surrender.
Hell yeah.
They said, no, we want to negotiate. We're not going to quit. And the president keeps going on and on about how we've won. Hegseth keeps saying we've accomplished all our objectives. They might want to call Tehran and see how the board looks from their side.
It's kind of annoying to me, sir, and aggravating. And I'm not being political here, sir, but in Pittsburgh terms, they're jagoffs. And the truth of the matter is that Americans are now turning them off and getting hacked off, sir, are they not, about gasoline prices?
Well, they absolutely are. And furthermore, we know, well, gasoline is a problem. Really, the cost of diesel is the one people have been looking at because everything that you purchase, groceries or whatever, furniture, I don't care what it is, appliances, all are delivered via trucks which use diesel. And that's going to drive the prices of everything up. But more fundamentally, without any action by the people's representatives, the United States Congress, we have deployed 50,000 of our finest to the region. And those kids, right at this moment, Marty, are in harm's way. And the best the President of the United States can say in the last couple of days that I've monitored, when there was an exchange of gunfire between the Iranians and some of our naval vessels, missiles and drones and whatever, that this was kind of a love tap. Well, I got to tell you, if you were a sailor aboard one of those destroyers and a couple of drones or a couple of anti-ship missiles are heading your way, you don't look at it as a love tap. Trust me.
Colonel, how long can we hold out here with these destroyers and 50,000 troops committed? How long can we just sit in the water in the Straits of Hormuz, sir? How long?
We can stay there relatively indefinitely, without a question, but at cost. Let me give you a couple of figures to think about. One would be $25 billion. That's what the Pentagon says this war has cost so far. Second is $50 billion. That's what most experts think it's cost so far. The third number is $200 billion. That's the number that the Pentagon is going to call for in terms of a supplemental budget to pay for this whole thing when this is over, to include all the operations. And that might go up if we've got to stay longer. The third number is $1.5 trillion. That's the proposed defense budget that we're going to, that they've proposed, that they have actually presented to Congress by the United States administration, current administration, which is a 50% increase over last year's budget. And then the last number is $39 trillion. What's $39 trillion? $39 trillion is the current U.S. debt. The last couple of months, our overall debt has now exceeded our GDP for only the second time, I think, in our history. Okay? And these numbers continue to climb.
Colonel Jeff McCausland, sir, truly the greatest military analyst I've ever heard on the air in my career. And I'm an old guy, sir. And you just kick ass. And you just get it more than anyone I've ever talked to. With much respect, sir, we will meet again, my man.
I hope so, Marty. God bless, and God bless all the great people in the city of Pittsburgh.
Guy's brilliant. Absolutely friggin' brilliant. Check his resume out. Head of the War College. My man's seen battle. He has led troops into war. My man gets it. Big time. Love him. Can you tell? From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we have some heavy traffic in spots out there and then new construction projects kicking underway. So the Parkway West inbound is slow go right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels. Outbound on the lower deck heading toward the tunnels and the Parkway West toward the airport. You'll also find some sluggish traffic, too. You will find some sluggish traffic around Cruz and some single-lane restrictions on Route 48 in Monroeville. Moss-Side Boulevard getting work between Macbeth Drive and Route 130 weekdays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through this coming Friday. Flag crews will assist you through the scene as crews are doing some drilling operations there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Edlin Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Dreaming of your next getaway? AAA Travel makes it easy with a wide variety of vacation options, from exciting cruises and guided tours to relaxing, all-inclusive resorts. Want to skip the airport? Ask about their no-fly cruises. Just hop on a comfortable motor coach from the Pittsburgh area to nearby ports like New York or New Jersey. Then set sail stress-free. No flying, no driving, just vacation. Visit your local AAA office or call 1-800-354-8761 to start planning today.
I never thought of myself as the type to settle down. Never knew where the team's next lunch was coming from. But then I met you, Easy Cater.
Workplaces everywhere are saying, I do want delicious food at work. And they're ordering from beloved restaurants with Easy Cater.
You were reliable. You had great options for every budget, even when marketing ops did keto again. We got through that together. With you, it's just so easy. Easy Cater, will you keep showing up at my workplace forever?
Find love at first lunch. Order at easycater.com.
With the new My Lowe's Pro Rewards American Express card, earn 3 points per dollar spent on Lowe's qualifying purchases for the first 6 months after card account opening. Plus, save 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's and earn points on eligible purchases everywhere else Amex is accepted. Card members get more at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. 5% can't be combined with any other offer. Exclusions and restrictions apply. Points subject to loyalty terms at Lowe's.com/terms and credit reward terms at Synchrony.com/MLPRA-terms. Visit Lowe's.com/business credit.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company. While you sleep, there are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. You're going to get help here. What's stopping people from filing bankruptcy? My friend Harold Shepley has the answer.
So many times people, they want to pick up the phone. They know they need help, but they're afraid of losing their car, afraid of losing their house. They're worried about their credit, or they're just simply embarrassed. And bankruptcy helps you keep those things. We can get your credit back in just a few short months. And believe it or not, about half of your friends have already filed bankruptcy.
Check them out at ShepleyLaw.com.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Stephanie from California asks, my husband and I want to start contributing to Roth IRAs, but we're over the income limit. We would like to do a backdoor Roth, but I don't want to mess up this process. I understand that I can't do a backdoor because I have a rollover IRA, which would trigger the pro rata rule, but I can't seem to get an answer if my husband can contribute to a Roth. Stephanie, you're right. Because you have a traditional IRA, it makes the backdoor Roth a messy process. But if your husband doesn't have a traditional IRA, he should start taking advantage of the backdoor Roth.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
One thing is very clear.
CBS Mornings is clearly fun.
Watching Rocky with Rocky.
Good morning, good vibes.
Gail came in singing for me today. CBS Mornings.
Weekdays at 7.
You there?
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I say the business is the business, and I mean that. And the Post-Gazette is indicative of the business. And a lot of the union folks are still complaining, and they should be because they don't have jobs. And the business has changed dramatically, and it's been traumatic. And it's across the board, and it's all of us. So McCausland, who's had a hell of a run, he has a hell of a background, and I've never heard my man complain one time, not once, about what's happened. But what's happened is you're taking away a voice, the CBS radio voice, and you're taking away, you're chipping away at the ice cube. And it's like this whole global warming thing. Yeah, we're melting. What do you do to stop it? I don't know. I'll go to Facebook? Nah. I'll go to X? Nah. Instagram? Really? Snapchat? The business is in decline, which is why Patrick, Trevin, we value the content we provide you so much because it's relevant and it's important and it's fact-based and we check it out and we confirm sources. And McCausland did the same. And that's why I have been so adamant about saving the Post-Gazette because regardless of how many reporters they have left, they have reporters left. And if they go, you're just chipping away at the news iceberg. And when you have no more news coming from folks who are trained to provide news, you end up with rhetoric and BS and influencers and amateur sleuths, and it's dangerous as hell. More than 10,000, wrap your arms around this. What? Law and order. Okay. Be careful what you wish for, man. That's why we're so grateful for this platform. I am the most, ask anyone here. I'm the most grateful man alive for this platform. Because KDKA and the men and women who work here give us the opportunity to spread the damn truth, not falsehoods and lies. You have no idea how many times a day someone sends me a bald-faced lie and presents it as fact. It's scary as hell. And this will continue as true journalism is decimated. There are a lot of parents telling their kids, you're not going to journalism school because there are no jobs. And we're not paying $300,000 for your college for you to find a job in nowhere land. And you have no idea how many young women and men that shoot videos in bars and pictures of their dinner and take shots of the skirts they're wearing or their new tennis shoes and literally describe themselves as influencers. Screw that. The future is bleak unless we hold on to what we have and build on it from there. I promise you this platform, this show, has grown at an exponential level. On a social media standpoint, we went from 5 million views in a month to 30 million. We went from 20 million views in a year to 200 million. We plan on growing even further and providing you with more news, more information, and incorporating more people in providing that news. We will now have a West Coast branch with Patrick every single day in the Phoenix area. And Trevin will be playing a much greater role. And we're bringing a couple different younger folks on to create even more content, including Montana Mitchell. My point is we will not stop. We are relentless. We will pursue the truth. We will pursue the facts and the big story. We will not die. We will grow. I suggest you spend a little more time seeking out the truth rather than the BS spread on social media. It's dangerous as hell. And most of it is BS.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Did you know that Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory has their own factory, fabric warehouse, and showroom right here in Pittsburgh? Lachina doesn't just sell their beautiful custom products, they make them. From exquisite fabrics to custom draperies to blinds, shades, shutters, and upholstery, you get Lachina's expertise from start to finish. Visit Lachina's showrooms in Dormont and Wexford. Call 412-665-4900 to book a free Lachina shop at home visit or book online at lachinadrapery.com. Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only the Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations: Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh, yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call the Cousins.
Call the Cousins.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 60 degrees under sunny skies at 11 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. Seneca Valley School Board could vote tonight on how to go about adding on a new personal finance graduation requirement for students that's being mandated by the state. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
The proposed change follows a new Pennsylvania mandate requiring personal finance instruction starting in fall 2026. To make room for the course, Seneca Valley would reduce its health and physical education requirement from 2.5 credits to 2. During discussion at the board's work session, concerns were raised about reducing health and physical education requirements as students continue facing both mental and physical health challenges. Tonight's meeting is set for 7 at the Intermediate High School auditorium. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Also tonight, leaders in South Park Township expected to discuss creating restrictions for e-bikes. That is one of the items on the agenda to discuss during a supervisors meeting, which will get underway at 7 at the municipal complex along Brownsville Road. Police are investigating a stabbing in Pittsburgh's Sheridan neighborhood overnight. It happened around 11 o'clock along Calvin Street. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover. Police say the victim is being uncooperative at this time when it comes to providing details on just how that stabbing occurred. A Mother's Day rally on the South Side calling for paid family leave in Allegheny County. News Radio KDK's David Ballarado has more.
Among those spearheading Sunday's rally, UPMC McGee neonatal nurse Lucy Ruscio, who told me prior to the event that parental leave helps parents and newborns bond and is vital for when something goes wrong and a newborn needs intensive care.
You know, in these hard economic times, I think everyone is really struggling to put gas in their car and food on the table. And the last thing a new parent should have to worry about is losing that paycheck, losing that job in order to take care of their children.
She says proponents of paid family leave have been working with the county to come up with a plan that would work best for Allegheny County once they get input from the community. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Americans who were on board the cruise ship struck by a deadly hantavirus outbreak are now back in the U.S. A medical evacuation flight landed in Nebraska overnight. CBS News' Ian Lee reports from Omaha.
You can just imagine kind of the terror that people were feeling on board that ship, not knowing if they're going to catch the virus, especially since people had already passed from it.
In a situation like this, every image and every word can be taken out of context. This can be very painful to the people on board. We've all been a part of this voyage, and I wish nothing more to everybody, guests and crew, to be able to go home safely and in good health.
There's a new push to get school kids back on the playground. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez has the details.
It's not only about fun and games. New guidance from the American Academy of Pediatrics says playground time is crucial for the health and good grades of kids of all ages. Comes after years of shrinking recess periods and a rise in childhood obesity rates. A lead author says there's a powerful benefit if it's used to the fullest. It's the first guidance of its kind from the AAP in 13 years. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
On Wall Street, the Dow cast next.
Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Bitchoff of the PA Hypnosis Center is here to help you. He has helped train U.S. Olympic team members control their brains, stay relaxed, focused, and in control, giving them the edge for the gold. He's recognized by many organizations around the world as one of the top hypnotherapists anywhere. He has gotten over 3,000 people to give up cigarettes for good in the last 22 years. He's helped folks even who've tried gastric bypass to lose weight. He can help you and give you a 98% success guarantee. Call 724-934-8446. That's Dan Bitchoff, the PA Hypnosis Center. Mention KDKA and get $50 off any program. But call for a free consultation today, 724-934-8446. The PA Hypnosis Center with Dan Bitchoff. Make that call today, 724-934-8446.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
Well, we do have good news, Marty. In a lot of places, finally, the morning rush hour inbound delays, as we like to say, are easing off. We'll take that. It's been a rough one for this Monday morning commute. Parkway West inbound just has a minor delay at the Banksville on-ramp. Parkway East inbound is a little bit slow go at times between Edgewood, Swissvale, and the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Just want to remind you that you're getting an overnight tunnel restriction for the Fort Pitt tunnel. This is supposed to happen tonight, weather permitting. There'll be a single lane restriction heading outbound through the tunnels from 10 tonight until about 4 on Tuesday morning as they do some work in the tunnels. So that could certainly slow your go if that's part of your out and about time. 28 looks great. No problems heading for the city on that route or on the Parkway North I-279. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Partly sunny for the rest of today. A cool breeze for the afternoon, high 63. Clear, cold tonight. Frost in some outlying areas, low 33 to 37. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to increasing clouds, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Need new windows or thinking about replacing the front door? Larry Richard for Specialty Window and Door. My friend Rick Fish and his local experienced installers have been specializing in windows and doors since 1980. Whether you're looking for vinyl, fiberglass, or wood, Rick features all the industry leaders, Provia, Joyce, Marvin, and Anderson. Whether it's one door, one window, or for the entire house, visit SpecialtyWindowAndDoor.com.
When it comes to building Pennsylvania's future, the laborers are on the job. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, energy projects, the men and women of the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council deliver the skilled work that keeps our communities moving forward. Joe LaQuatra is leading the charge to train the next generation, protect worker safety, and stand up for fair wages and benefits. When laborers build, Pennsylvania grows stronger. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, working hard every day. My people.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This young guy reached out to me, I don't know, a couple months ago. And I knew his dad from here, actually. And he had a hell of a story to tell about a young man who works his ass off, who has a roofing company, who has a baby, who does great work, and is like, what is it, Patrick, 30 days from getting his green card? 30 days?
Really close.
Right?
I think it was less than.
Wow. And he's from where? Where'd you say?
From Ecuador.
Ecuador. And so ICE grabs him. And once that happens, the big freak out happens. Because, Patrick, as we've seen, they've kind of gone old school, to be honest. There's this ebb and flow of the law. Before Trump, he's cool. After Trump, no.
Right, exactly.
And because of that, honestly, we talked to Ian 100 times, and, of course, his attorney's become one of my friends, Joseph Patrick Murphy, about him and Luis, and if we would ever hear from Luis again, and there was some trepidation. But he's back. And he's out. And he's home. And he's with my man Ian. And they're together. Hi, Ian. How are you, brother?
Hey, what's up, Marty? How you doing?
Man, you've been through hell.
Yeah, not as much as the guy who's sitting next to me.
That's the damn truth. For folks just tuning in, kind of give us the chronology of how this happened and what went down. It's important.
My friend Luis came here from Ecuador, and he tried to do it the right way and got into the SIJS program. He came here as a juvenile. So he got into a program for juveniles and afforded himself deferred action and a work permit. And he got himself on a visa waiting list. And the deferred action, he got himself, awarded himself basically the protection from being deported while he waited for his visa. He behaved himself for many years, ended up building himself a good roofing company, met a girl, had a baby, and on this past January, he was arrested outside of a Lowe's for simply grabbing materials despite having deferred action and being in the SIJS program. He has been in Moshannon Valley since January 15th, and he just got out on bail on Friday.
By the way, everything he said is 1,000% spot on. And I guess as we've learned along the way, because you and I have now become friends, is that if this is during Biden, he's cool. But during Trump, he's not cool. And most people, including him, weren't prepared for that change, were they? Including you.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, under the last couple of presidents, he would have been fine with SIJS and deferred action. But what are these guys supposed to do? Is he supposed to up and leave the country because of a policy change? Or, that's kind of where this becomes a gray area, Marty.
It's true, man. And by the way, so people know this, is he less than 30 days from his work permit, his visa?
Right now, it says 45 days.
45.
But kind of how it works with this visa thing is it doesn't mean it's 45 days in, real time, Yeah. It could end up being 90. It could end up being 180. It's hard to say.
But for now, he's free.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you say he speaks a limited English.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of English. You want to say hello?
Yes. Luis, hello.
Hello, Marty. Thank you for hearing me.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I feel good now.
You're good.
How are you?
I know your story better than you probably think, but I know you're a father. I know you're great friends with my man Ian. I know you have a new baby, and I know you want to stay here in America. Don't you want to stay in America?
Yes.
Yes. And you love America, don't you?
Yes. I want to stay right here, 100%.
And you've done, and Ian, he's done everything the right way, hasn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. Up until, again, that's where it's a gray area because of the policy change. No, but yeah, and in our eyes, he's done everything correctly.
You got him out with my friend Joseph Patrick Murphy. What day was that? Friday afternoon?
Yes, sir. Friday afternoon.
Was he? You were there. Was he overjoyed?
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome moment, and it was worth every penny.
I forget the logistics. Have you been watching the baby?
Yeah, a little bit. More like helping out with getting groceries and diapers and things like that. But it's been, what's the saying? It takes a village. It's kind of been a big effort from everybody,
And when is his next hearing? When?
Hearing, we're not sure. When he walked out of the prison, he was given a paper that says he has 48 hours to report to the ICE office. So after we hang up with you, that's where Mr. Luis and I will be going.
And I know you work together. Does he plan on continuing his business until he knows definitively what's going to happen?
Not until we talk to ICE and not until we talk to our attorney and get a little bit more advice on is it safe to move forward with working.
All right, man. I love you, man. You've been a hell of a friend. I hope he realizes how much you care about him, because you do, man. Very few friends step up like you have. What motivated you, brother?
He's a good guy. We're kind of, starting to build a business together, and I saw that he did things the right way, and it's pretty unfair to just, again, have people here and have them following this path and then just up and say, all right, this path is no longer an option. What's he going to do? He has a kid, and he's a hard worker. He's not a criminal. He's better than half the kids I grew up with. So, absolutely, I was going to fight for him.
Hell yeah, Ian. Hey, Ian, what do you say to the Americans, some Americans who hate the fact that he's here in general? What do you say to them?
What problem do you have with him? This is somebody who wants to be here legally. You cut off his legal pathway to be here. Give him another legal pathway, and he'll follow it. This is somebody who wants to do it right. This isn't somebody that's avoiding his check-ins and avoiding doing this the right way. You guys just cut off his path. So,
and by the way,
give him a right path, and he'll follow it.
By the way, Ian is telling the damn truth. My man has a legal pathway to become a citizen in 30 to 45 days if we let him. That's the truth, is it not, Ian?
110%.
My brother, congrats. Luis, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hang in there. We're there for you, man. Whatever you need, we will help you. All right, Ian?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, go get him.
Thanks.
It's a hell of a story. Hell of a story. Man. Still kind of tenuous. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
Oh, we want to remind folks, Marty, that the Mon Incline is out of service until further notice after issues that actually stranded some riders last week. Pittsburgh Regional Transit has made the decision to keep that closed and work on repairs. So for your travels today, you'll need to, and going forward, obviously, need to be prepared for shuttle vans to get you from the top of Mount Washington down to the transit station over by Station Square and the bus stops there. Keep that in mind. Overnight lane restrictions are coming your way on the Parkway East in Edgewood and the city of Pittsburgh. This starts tonight, a single lane in each direction, happening 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. This will be weeknights through late May. Now, work will not begin in the outbound or eastbound direction until 2 hours after any Pirate game or other major events in the city. But otherwise, watch for slowdowns with AAA traffic. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
When a medical injury, misdiagnosis, or neglect in a nursing home turns your life upside down, your family deserves attorneys with decades of complex trial experience. At Massa Law Group, local Pittsburgh attorneys concentrate their practice to helping medical and nursing home injury victims. Their team listens, lays out your options clearly, and will pursue the justice your family deserves. Licensed in PA, Ohio, and West Virginia, visit massalawgroup.com or call 412-338-1800.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Man, so you want a cake. And not just any cake, a special cake. Bespoke cake. Oakmont Bakery, brothers and sisters. On their site, 2,000 to 3,000 variations. Size, flavoring, icings, graphics, art, you name it, they'll do it. And it's with that personal family touch. It's Oakmont Bakery, folks, where everything is delicious.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is why I love NASCO Roofing. Not only are they the best I've ever seen, with a lifetime warranty on the roof and labor. Folks, the greatness of NASCO. Pastor in the Rocks needed a roof. NASCO put it on at cost. Actually lost money. NASCO Roofing. My roof, my brother's roof, my sister's roof. NASCO, they get it. 412-373-2000, NASCO. 412-373-2000.
Pittsburgh International Airport is at a clear disadvantage in passenger boardings relative to airports in metropolitan areas that have substantially faster population and employment gains. And that, say researchers at the Allegheny Institute for Public Policy, is despite generous subsidies bestowed on carriers at Pitt. Learn more about this topic and others at AlleghenyInstitute.org, where conventional public policy wisdom has been challenged since 1995. AlleghenyInstitute.org.
Warmer weather rolling in. Heavy rain, strong winds, and sudden damage. ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh responds immediately, 24/7, 365. Demand the yellow van.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Hey, this is Lisa with Nest Expressions Window Fashions. My South Hills Hunter Douglas Gallery in McMurray will be opening soon, so book your free shop-at-home consultation at nestexpressions.com.
Perry Calder, Attorney Intelligence, 412-281-4200, Perry Calder.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
I mean, we spent a lot of time in this illegal situation, and I have spent a lot of time in this case. Quite frankly, we brought the attorney into it. I brought Ian into it, and that's the first time we've heard from Luis. I love the man. I love his work ethic. I love his commitment to family. He pays taxes. He works his ass off. He has employees. They do a hell of a job. He's a really good roofer. He has a baby. He's on a path to getting a visa in seriously, it was 30 days. So he's not what you would call your typical illegal. I mean, I think at some point we have to have some compassion and say, looks like he was doing the right thing. Don't you, folks? We had the same thing with the young man with Oakmont Bakery. Patrick, I forgot. What was his name? Jose.
Yeah, Jose Flores.
But Jose was illegal. He kind of became an illegal, and he self-deported. This ain't that. This young man came in as a juvenile, went into this program that protected juveniles, and then deferred him now that he's an adult and allow him to have a visa in 30 days. And the ICE folks picked him up and said, hell with that, we're going to deport you before that 30-day window expires. In enters Joseph Patrick Murphy and saves his ass, quite frankly. And now they're in the process. I hope, but by the way, I had no idea he looked this young. I've never seen him, and we have a picture posted. He looks like he's 12. He sounds like a very good young man. But with the Sorreo thing, he was illegal. And quite frankly, I talked to several lawyers about his case. It was touch and go if he'd ever become a citizen. We interviewed him and his wife. Good guy, worked hard. He made a choice. He decided to go back to Nicaragua. Now, there was some angst, I'll be honest, and Patrick knows this because I told him first. He didn't come in illegal. He went to a border agent. Look, he got jacked with just like all the other folks have been jacked with by ICE. They're doing their job, though, the ICE guys that I know. They work their asses off. They're told, arrest a guy, they arrest a guy. Mark Sorreo, who's my man, he's my brother. He could be in my family. Same genetic, same work ethic, same family values. He took up for him. He worked his ass off for him, man. He got him out of jail, got him back in the... And let me be blunt regarding Jose. He had a year to work this out. He did. So whether or not he was going to become a citizen, he had a year to work it out. He decided, and we all make choices, brothers. He decided to go home. Let me add this caveat to it, and this is the truth. His mom is very sick. If my mom was dying, and I had a little money, and I had a chance to see her before she died, and I could establish a business there, and I wasn't really set in America, what would you do? I'm going to see my mom. Sorreo is the man. And for the folks who raised money for him, I don't know that they're disappointed. He used it. He's using it to establish a new life. I don't know that folks necessarily raised the money for him to become what they believe to be a citizen, and now they felt like they got ripped off. I don't know. I heard some of that angst. I did. But most people wanted him to be happy. We did the kind of the dollar to, I don't know what they have there. Is it pesos? I have no idea. I apologize for being ignorant. But in their dollars, he's worth about $3.7 million, just so folks know this. I hope he's okay. I hope he's happy. I'm not like a lot of Americans. If you're a felon, like they arrested a guy in Bridgeville a couple weeks ago who was a kidnapping suspect. To hell with him. Send him back. Get the hell out of here. They snagged up on a drug dealer. Get the hell out of here. But for the guys who are taking jobs that you don't want, and that's really what this is, I'm not yelling and screaming. But everybody has a different value system and a different idea of what is right and what is wrong. But the truth is we have two men that we've taken up for, quite frankly. And I like them both because they have that work ethic. I felt the same thing with Jose, didn't you, Patrick? And his wife, wonderful woman.
Absolutely.
Your son knew them both.
Yeah, my son worked with both of them.
Liked them both.
Loves them.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gone, and we'll never see him again. I hope he's happy. We're going to find out what happens with my man this morning, Luis. What did he say? You have to check in right now?
Yeah, he's got to check in today.
And his attorney just texted me. He'll know something by 1 o'clock. All right. We'll see. We follow what we can. In about 5 minutes, we're going to talk live to County Council President Pat Catena. I've known Pat forever, have supported Pat forever. He's running for a state seat. He's in big trouble for a flyer he sent out. County Council's asking him to resign his position as president. He's under harsh criticism. For the first time, you will hear from Pat Catena live right after the break.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Lunch was great, but this traffic is awful.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's creoninfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
I still remember the first time CertaPro painters did their magic in my kitchen. Professional, beautiful, no worry. Loved everything about it. So there was the next room, and even outside. And know that each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. But hurry, time is running out. Take advantage of the spring sales event for 10% off qualifying projects through May 15th. So go with CertaPro Painters.
In Pittsburgh, Chase is proud to root for the home team because they're our team too. We cheer from the bleachers and on the sidelines. We cheer for gymnasts and quarterbacks. And with more than 25 local Chase branches and 5,000 nationwide, we are right beside you, Pittsburgh. Neighborhood bankers, digital tools, national strength. Chase, make more of what's yours.
J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 60 degrees under sunny skies at 11:30. I'm Pat Septak. A Verona woman says her stolen dog Lily has safely returned home after days of searching. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
Verona police say Lily, a 6-year-old Shih Tzu, was stolen from a black Nissan Rogue parked outside the Giant Eagle at the Rivertown Shopping Center on May 3rd. Police later asked the public for help locating the missing dog as the case spread on social media. Then on May 7th, Lily's owner posted online that the dog had been returned home safely, thanking the community for the prayers, shares, calls, and support throughout the search. Details on how the dog was reunited with its owner have not been released. Tamara Rush, News Radio KDKA.
2 people were injured in a crash in Washington County over the weekend. The rollover crash occurred shortly before 9 last night along the 1500 block of Henderson Avenue in Chartiers Township. 1 adult and 1 juvenile were taken to the hospital. No word on their conditions. An investigation is underway into the cause of a 2-alarm fire that heavily damaged a home in Butler County. Those flames broke out at a two-story dwelling in the 900 block of Center Avenue in Butler around 10:30 a.m. Sunday. No injuries reported. The home was reportedly unoccupied for at least a week prior to the fire. Governor Shapiro toured Cherry Hill orchards in Lancaster County last week, meeting with growers still reeling from the April freeze. Shapiro is pressing the U.S. Department of Agriculture to quickly approve a disaster designation and speed up damage assessments so farmers can access insurance and recovery aid sooner.
So I just want you guys to all know we got your back. We care deeply about you, and we're going to fight to make sure that all of this gets done. The USDA disaster declaration, the direct support from the feds, the direct support from the state. We're going to work together to get all this done, and we'll be back, Corey, and we'll be stronger than ever.
State officials say they're also working on additional support as losses are still being evaluated. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 50 points, the NASDAQ is up 86 points, and the S&P 500 is up 23. KDKA radio news time is 11:32. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio KDKA.
Think your health insurance isn't changing? Think again. Premiums are rising, subsidies may go away, and expensive surprises loom. Have Dina Schmidt and Michael Coleman from One Health Benefits be your health insurance advocates. From Medicare changes to ACA plans, the One Health Benefits experts navigate the insurance maze at no cost to you. Before you renew or enroll, call One Health Benefits. They work for you, not the insurance companies. Call 724-799-8873 or go to onehealthbenefits.com.
Tutti Mechanical, when they get to your house, they treat you like family. And the service, and the professional attitude, and their expertise. HVAC, the best there is. On top of that, Tutti Mechanical has installed 500 free furnaces for folks who need them. 500. Tutti Mechanical, amazing. 412-771-4100. 412-771-4100.
Did you know that the only cause of mesothelioma is exposure to asbestos? Did you know that many local area tradesmen were exposed to asbestos and didn't even know it? The sad reality is asbestos-related diseases are often fatal, yet entirely preventable. Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky, and White understands the complexities of asbestos exposure and are dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve. GPW can't change the past, but we'll work to transform your future. Call 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online tool that lets you compare home insurance.
He's the type of feller who helps you decide on the right insurance, even if it ain't with him.
Again, not a person, just an online tool that helps you find great home coverage.
A real pioneer.
Okay, fine. Just do the thing. Yeah! Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last, so don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, my friend, what's up?
Well, Marty, what's up is some slow-go traffic, not surprising, at that merge point where you come from the Fort Duquesne Bridge or the Parkway East 376 and try to get up onto the outbound lower deck of the Fort Pitt Bridge. Once you get moving through the tunnels, things are doing fine, and then the Parkway West 376 sails along nicely to the airport. Inbound, you're just finding some stop-and-go stuff around the runaway truck sand pile there. Busy beginning of this week for new construction projects, so we want to hop on over to Baum Boulevard in the city of Pittsburgh. We're beginning today, weather permitting, and it certainly looks like it has been. You're going to find lane restrictions on Baum Boulevard. That's Route 380. As you travel between Morwood Avenue and Enfield Street, you can expect crews to be working with those lane pinches 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through next Monday as they do some fiber optic installation. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today. A cool breeze this afternoon, high 63. Clear and cold tonight. There can be frost in some outlying areas, the low 33 to 37. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to increasing clouds, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, it's Marty. You tired of pain or fear of falling that's holding you back, struggling with balance, neuropathy, or joint pain? At Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, physical therapy is done differently because you are different. Folks, this place is amazing. I've seen it firsthand. Shoulder pain, knee pain, balance issues. They attack it and work it, and it works. Call today. Monroeville Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, after a great weekend, we're back. Can't wait to talk so much going on. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 today right here. KDKA.
I've known Pat Catena at least 10 years, at least. I've always liked him. Big time. Always supported him. Big time. Always. It's just the truth. He's under fire, quite frankly. I've never seen this kind of stuff before. Yeah, I have. It's the far left, quite frankly, coming after Pat Catena. They want him out. They want him gone. And the far left wants him to drop out of the race. They want him to resign over a flyer that he sent out. You know those mailers you get? He's running for a state house seat. And the last-minute candidate, he's talking about his opponent. My opponent is a last-minute candidate supported by an extremely left group that advocates for transgender athletes in our sport. Okay? It's that line that has the far left. I'm going to go insane over this, by the way. The candidate running against him, she's backed by far left groups, including the Stonewall Democrats, Steel City Stonewall Democrats, and a number of socially progressive groups. He's running against a woman who's an attorney from Robinson County. I don't know her at all, which doesn't mean anything. Brittany Blome. She's an attorney. Pat Catena joins me live. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. How are you? Thank you for having me on.
So let's just be honest about this. I have been supportive of you for at least a decade, and I would, in fact, call you a friend. I think that's fair, right?
Yes, that's very fair. But honestly, Marty, I mean, you know me, and a leader obviously takes responsibility for their actions, and whether that's words or whatever they may do. And unfortunately, I own this. I understand. I mean, I made a mistake, and it caused hurt and disappointment, and for that, I apologize. I'm sincerely sorry. I mean, it was an error in judgment, and it shouldn't have happened. But obviously, words are words. I need to double down and show the people that I am a person that truly cares. I've always been a person that truly cares. Public service is really all about listening, and I try to listen to as many people as possible, and I'm listening and learning now. And honestly, I try to treat everybody with dignity and respect. I mean, there's going to be disagreements on policy issues. I understand that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to lead with compassion and accountability. And like I said, I own this, and I'm sincerely sorry for it.
Hey, Pat, this came out in a flyer. Who made that choice to put that in the flyer, sir?
It was made by the campaign. So, but accountability starts with the leader. I mean, Marty. So I'm the leader, and I own it. And like I said, it's me. So I'm the one that apologized at the end of the day. And it was it wasn't my intention, and I know I offended and hurt a lot of people, and I'm very sorry about it.
Hey, Pat, are you getting the threats from the far left community? I heard you are, sir.
Hate speech, I mean, all of that. I mean, I expect, any time you're in public office, unfortunately, I mean, you get stuff like that. It's to be expected. I mean,
But hold on, let's be blunt here. You are getting threats from people who are mad at you about this flyer in this rhetoric, are you not, sir? That's fair?
Well, people are very mad about it, and they have a right to be. I mean, but, I mean, like I said, I can only say I'm sorry. Like I said, I've sent out an apology. A leader needs to be responsible for his actions, and that's what I'm trying to do here in this case. But like I said, words are words, and I need to demonstrate to people that I'm truly sorry for my actions.
Do you think this jeopardizes this race for State House 45th District, sir?
Look, I've been in government a long time, 10 years as basically as Carnegie Borough Council President, 10 years with the county. I have a lot of experience, and I've talked to a lot of people over the years, and I try to make a difference and try to make things better. Yes, I'm human. I make mistakes, and I made an error in judgment in this, and for that I can't. I mean, like I said, I can't apologize enough for it, but I'm hopeful that, I mean, my record for the past 20 years speaks for itself.
Pat? We lost him?
No, I'm still here, Marty.
Sorry, my man. You dropped out. So you're going to stay in the race, my man?
Yes.
Hey, Pat, I got a couple texts from high-ranking folks, and I'm guessing you're hearing the same thing, that county council is going to vote to ask you to step down as the county council president. Will you do that if asked, sir?
I'm not going to speculate on rumors. I mean, that's exactly what they are, rumors. So, I mean, if that's what they want to do, I mean, they can do it. But like I said, I'm not going to speculate on rumors.
And we have to address the rhetoric in the flyer. Where do you stand on men and women's sports and women's locker rooms? Where do you stand, sir?
Well, like I said, at this point in time, I need to apologize for my actions because it was obviously, I mean, inappropriate for me to comment in that way. And I want to stick to the facts of the matter that I offended people. I truly did. I mean, the comments that were made caused a lot of hurt and disappointment, and that really wasn't my intent. But it is what it is at this point in time. And like I said, I can't sincerely apologize enough for that because it caused a lot of hurt. And I have talked to a lot of people, and I know they're very hurt. And I feel very sorry for them because I shouldn't have stated what I said.
Pat, you're not answering my question, sir. Do you support men and women's sports and men and women's locker rooms?
Well, I don't. I mean, at this point in time, I mean, I want inclusivity. I mean, I made a mistake, so I want inclusivity. And we need to have a discussion about inclusivity. I mean, how do we include people?
Yep.
I mean, that's what the bottom line is. No one should be excluded from anything. So we need to figure out what to do to make things better and have difficult policy discussions.
It is.
I mean, because that's what it comes down to. It's a policy discussion. I mean, we need to, I mean, you don't want to exclude anybody from anything, but you need to figure out what the solution actually is. I'm not sure what the solution actually is, but I don't want to exclude people. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to cause more hate out there. I mean, that's not the solution. So we need to figure out what it is.
Hey, Pat, just so I'm clear, you're staying in the race, right?
Correct.
And, Pat, council can do what council can do. You're not going to comment on this discussion of taking...
council can do what council can do. This is a state house race. This has nothing to do with county council. I mean, over the years, there's been plenty of things that have happened outside of county council. I mean, I remember wanting to burn police cars. Things like that always happen outside of county council, and I'm not going to attack someone over their free speech that they do outside of county council. I mean, whether it's what have you. I mean, it's in my case, it was very inappropriate, but I'm not going to comment on something like that. I mean, it is what it is.
Is it also fair for me to say that they're trying to use this one statement in one mailer to destroy you, sir? Is that fair? Are they trying to destroy you?
Fair.
Are they trying to destroy you?
I think that's fair. I mean, based upon the hate speech and based upon everything that, I mean, look, I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I wish I was. I mean, the only person that was perfect, they crucified. So but I make mistakes, and I need to learn from them, and I need to. I mean, when you do that, I mean, leaders take responsibility for their actions, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I mean, say I'm sorry, and prove to the people that I want the opportunity to earn back their respect.
Is your family upset about these threats, sir? I know we've gone down this road before.
Oh, my poor family. I mean, having a life in politics, it obviously impacts your family. I'm not going to lie. It takes a toll on everybody when things like this happen. So I just try to do my best with everybody on a daily basis and try to take care of my family as much as I can. I mean, obviously we celebrated Mother's yesterday.
Yes,
and I have a 74-year-old mother at home that lives with me that I take care of that had a stroke a few years ago. So I'm forever thankful that she's still in my life. I mean, there are ups and downs like any family. I heard you talking about your wife and how she takes care of her parents, and I'm in a similar boat. So I have a son that that I work with and take care of, and politics is tough nowadays. It's very difficult.
It is, brother. Pacatina, thanks for being honest, brother. Appreciate you, man.
You're welcome. Take care, Marty.
My man stepped up. Hang in there, Anthony. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is as we look out over the area roads with the PennDOT cameras and see the traffic's moving pretty well as we approach the midday hour, gives us a chance to give you the reminder about some new projects kicking off this week. Heads up Monroeville, single lane restrictions will happen for you on Route 48. This one started today between Macbeth Drive and Route 130, so heading down toward Pitcairn and Trafford. This is weekdays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through this Friday. Flaggers will assist you through that work zone, but that could cost you some extra time as you're driving through Monroeville. Crews are doing some drilling operations there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Shopping for replacement windows? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest-lasting windows you can buy.
And we have a great selection of colors and finishes. Experience Metropolitan Window Company. Stop by our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
So, massive trucks in my neighborhood. Greater Pitt Tree Service. Man, they're good. 10 guys, cranes, grinders, chainsaws, everybody protected, everybody professional. The best service, the best pricing, the best I've ever seen. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-815-0541. 412-815-0541.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Easy Cater, we believe every workday gets better with great food. The 9 a.m. staff meeting? How about breakfast burritos and lots of coffee? Big client presentation at noon? Let's do Mediterranean bowls. Accounting's gotta work late. Keep them pepped up with spicy noodles. With Easy Cater, you get a huge variety of favorite restaurants with tools to help meet dietary needs and stay on budget, all on one platform. So make every workday better with Easy Cater. Start an order at easycater.com.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life, your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Nothing makes a gathering great like Eggland's Best Eggs. They're just so delicious with better nutrition, too. It's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's Best.
Thank you, Andy Emrein, for introducing Harmony Garden Organic Insect Control to Pittsburgh.
Nothing is safer, nothing works better in killing pesky insects. Protect all your plants with Harmony Garden Organic Insect Control. It is 100% non-toxic and earth-friendly, not insect-friendly.
But is it safe for our new puppy?
Harmony Garden OIC is safe for people and pets. Just spray and walk away.
Visit participating True Value hardware stores or go online to harmonyoic.com.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. April Barton, Dean of Duquesne University's Thomas R. Klein School of Law since 2019, was reappointed to the post by President Ken Gormley. Barton, the law school's 13th dean, has led it through a period of measurable gains in rankings, admissions, enrollments, bar passage, and employment outcomes, as well as a number of facility enhancements. It's recently climbed 7 spots to number 85 in the 2026-27 U.S. News & World Report Best Law Schools ranking, its highest ranking to date in its 4th consecutive year among the nation's top 100 law schools. Also, another building in the Pittsburgh area now sports the Kamen family name. The Kamen Conservatory is a new addition to the Family House, a Shadyside-based nonprofit that provides housing to patients visiting Pittsburgh for medical care. The indoor green space was designed by local firm Colano Design, and floors were recommended by the Phipps Conservatory. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Just told CBS that he wants to drop the gas tax. It's about 18 cents a gallon. But the state tax is almost 60 cents a gallon, which is kind of wild. Trump wants to do it. I've texted both DeLuzio and McCormick. I've been hearing from McCormick actually all morning, Senator McCormick. I want to see if he has the congressional support to pull it off. He can't just do it on his own. Cost about $500 billion a day if they cut the tax by 18 cents a gallon. That's a political move because Trump's in the crapper right now, the lowest ratings of any president in history. I say keep it in place. At some point, we're going to have to pay for it. It just adds to the damn deficit. But that's just me. Anthony, thanks for your patience. Jump in on Katina.
Well, I just happened to tune in, and I'm hearing you two, and I'm thinking he said some of the most vile, disgusting things ever about his opponent.
No.
Now, if this isn't true that his opponent feels this way, then he could be criticized for that. But his comments about males playing in female sports is correct. Males should not be playing in female sports.
Yeah, he changed his mind, though. You heard him. Obviously, he's gotten all this blowback, to your point. And as a result of the blowback, he's now changed his mind and said it needs to be discussed.
Well, now he's wishy-washy.
He is.
Now that would make me not vote for him.
Yes, sir.
Because that's a common sense thought. Males should not be participating in female sports.
And hold on.
This is a new phenomenon.
Hold on. In the Marty Griffin's world, it's a non-starter. I mean, I got a lot of other stuff going on than worrying about like 12 athletes in the whole state of Pennsylvania and less than 400 in the whole damn country. Why don't we worry about costs? Why don't we worry about taxes, roads and bridges, my brother, the cost of an education, the cost of gasoline and all that stuff? Instead, He's about to get his ass kicked because of a statement put on a flyer, and that's why he's scared to death, and that's why he's apologizing.
You're right. He should have been discussing about how Sarah Innamorato and that crowd increased our taxes. Yes. Now he was trying to ingratiate himself to some people like myself. With that topic, but that's that's about 15th on my list of complaints about what's gone wrong in the country.
That's what I say. So don't mess with it.
Yeah, he should have just. That was a self-inflicted wound. He didn't even have to bring that up.
Hey, before you go,
and now
before you go, because I got to get. You think Trump should? And you think first of all, Trump wants to drop the gas tax, about 18 cents a gallon. Is that a good idea? And does he have congressional support? And I say he doesn't. But go ahead.
No, because that's how they pay for the roads and construction through the states. Now the states can do it. Shapiro could cut ours in half.
It's about 56 cents a gallon, to your point. Yeah.
Right. He could cut ours in half. Thanks, brother.
My brother. I love that, man. My friend Eileen, speaking of people I love, jump in here, please. Eileen Cunningham, Republican Party. Go ahead.
Hi. I echo what Anthony said. And, he put that on a flyer because he wanted to appeal to voters.
He did.
And it's something that's in his favor. It's an 80-20 issue.
Yep.
People, and not to be mean or whatever, but people know that it's unfair.
Right.
But when he got called on it from the 20, he melted like an ice cube in a sunny day. It was ridiculous.
He did.
He made himself so weak. And 1,000 times I take responsibility for my action. Well, what's the action? Do you support it? Do you not support it? Did you change your mind? Of course, everybody wants to be inclusive, but not at the expense of other people. So where do you stand? So he did a terrible job, and I wouldn't vote for him just for that.
And you can't, because you're a Republican.
I know.
And I love you. But I wouldn't have put it on the, Eileen, my dear, like I told Anthony, on a list of 100 things, this is like 116 for me. Sorry.
Well, I've coached for 50 years, and it's near and dear to my heart.
Nah, you never coached a transgender athlete in your life. Come on, Eileen, come on.
No, but I had to play against them, and one nearly killed my kid.
How many? One in 50 years? Come on.
Oh, no.
Come on, Eileen.
No.
Eileen, there's fewer than 20.
A long time ago,
Eileen, I'm your friend, but I researched this. There's fewer than 20 in the whole state, and there's more than 2 million athletes in the whole state. Come on. It's not an issue. And to suggest one nearly killed one of your athletes is silly.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only one clear choice, the Power of Bowser family of dealerships, featuring Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Hyundai, Subaru, Nissan, and Genesis. With 3 locations across the Pittsburgh area, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle at Bowser. The Power of Bowser puts the power in your hands at powerofbowser.com. Shop the Bowser Express store and choose your vehicle, payment, and financing options. Value your trade and even schedule pickup of your new ride, all at powerofbowser.com. The Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations: Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
You have to have an estate plan. I mean this because I'm getting older. I had cancer. Who the hell knows? We sat down with Julian Gray at Gray Elder Law, and they put together an estate plan that protects us, protects our kids, and makes us feel good about the future. GrayElderLaw.com, 412-458-6000, 412-458-6000. Folks, the best in this state at estate planning, GrayElderLaw.com.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. from the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 61 degrees under sunny skies at 12 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. 45 years of experience and thousands of five-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. A new message in Aetna is grabbing drivers' attention during National Burger Month. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has the story.
2 oversized cows are now part of a billboard display near a Burger King off Route 8 in Etna, part of a campaign from PETA promoting plant-based eating. The ad encourages customers to choose vegan options like the chain's plant-based Whopper and other meat-free sides. PETA says the goal is to highlight animal welfare concerns while also promoting healthier eating habits. The billboard is located near the 900 block of Butler Street and is expected to remain up through the month of May. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
With Wegmans planning to open its first Western Pennsylvania store in Cranberry Township in 2027, the developer behind those plans wants to build on that momentum with more retail. According to the Pittsburgh Business Times, Seipel Enterprises, which sold a 13-acre township site to Wegmans for just over $14 million, is now planning between 150 to 160,000 square feet of additional retail at Cranberry Springs. Seipel expects there will be new demand generated from the grocery chain at this new location. A heads up for those who ride the Mon Incline. The incline is closed indefinitely. PRT shut it down last Friday after several riders had to be rescued from the cars. In the meantime, shuttles will run during regular incline service hours. 18 people, 17 of them American passengers, evacuated from the hantavirus-hit cruise ship have been flown back to the U.S. 2 are in Atlanta and 16 in Nebraska. At a news conference earlier today, Dr. Michael Wadman, the medical director of the National Quarantine Unit, says all the people there will have to be monitored and tested until they leave.
There's no intermingling of any of the quarantined individuals. There's no visits from anyone outside of the quarantine unit.
President Trump says he supports temporarily suspending the federal gas tax. CBS's Stacey Lynn reports.
As gas prices nationwide top $4.50 a gallon, the president told CBS News he'd pause the 18-cent federal tax for a period of time. He said it would be restored when prices come down. The tax funds highway and transit projects, and suspending it would require congressional approval.
Now, the president also dismissed the idea of a bailout for airlines struggling with soaring jet fuel costs. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 4 points, the NASDAQ is up 97 points, and the S&P 500 is up 24. KDKA Sports, the Pirates are off today. They start a series with the Rockies tomorrow at PNC Park. KDKA Radio News Time is coming up on 12:04. It is currently 61 degrees under sunny skies in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast next.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
When we started Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks, it wasn't a big crew or a fancy shop. Just Calvin and me in our grandma's garage.
We'd load up our tools every morning, build decks all day, then unpack right there in her driveway.
That little garage laid the foundation for what Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks is all about. Working hard, staying honest, and treating people like family.
We've grown a lot since then, but those family values still guide every job we do. Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today. A cool breeze this afternoon, high 63. Clear and cold tonight. There can be frost in some outlying areas, the low 33 to 37. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to increasing clouds, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code INSTANT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money, so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code INSTANT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code INSTANT to borrow up to $10,000.
Hey, warmer weather in Pittsburgh means storm season. It's here. Winds, rain, unexpected damage. The question isn't if it can happen, it's, are you ready when it does? Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, they're ready. 24/7, 365. They'll respond to you. Be ready before that storm hits. Yep. Demand that yellow van. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, 412-RECOVER. That's 412-RECOVER. The best call to make in the worst situation.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, this is Lisa with Nest Expressions Window Fashions. My South Hills Hunter Douglas Gallery in McMurray will be opening soon, so book your free shop-at-home consultation at nestexpressions.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Before we get to this beautiful story I'm about to tell you, just for perspective, so you kind of get my situation with transgender athletes. Man, there's so many things going on. We're trying to get a guy a kidney. He could die without a kidney. Seriously. We have folks right now so poor they can't buy food. Right now. We have folks who cannot pay their medical bills. Right now. We have folks that cannot live in homes. Right now. They're too poor. We have countless Americans who can't afford their meds or the insurance to pay for their health care coverage. Right now. Thousands of them. You understand where I'm coming from? Do you? We have a horrible education system in this city, the worst ever. We have horrible costs for college. Horrible. We have a horrible problem with anxiety and depression with teens. We have a horrible problem with teen violence. Of the nearly 600,000 athletes in the NCAA, according to the president of the NCAA, there are 10. No, I changed that. Fewer than 10 transgender athletes. Do you think I give a damn? Do you think I'm getting thrown out of an election over that? Hell no. Pick a battle. Fight the battle. Make a difference. These people that get all swole up, screaming and yelling over trans athletes. Find one. Anyways, I digress. This is a beautiful story that started out as a horrific tragedy. And let me introduce you to the woman who went through the tragedy and the man who made this a beautiful story. Paul Anthony, how are you, sir?
I'm great, sir. How are you today?
Leanne, how are you, young lady?
I'm great, Marty. How are you?
Leanne, tell our listeners the truth.
Yes.
This started out as a horrific tragedy, did it not?
Yes.
Tell us what happened with your son and his dog.
He was taking our puppy for a walk and was attacked by the neighbor's dog. Liam was attacked, and the puppy was killed in his arms.
And Liam was hurt.
Yes, Liam was hurt.
Scared the hell out of him.
Yes.
Traumatized him.
Yeah, to say the least, yes.
As it would any of us. And you, his wonderful mom. Jacked you guys up, didn't it?
Yes, big time.
And then in steps Paul Anthony. What did Paul do, which is insanely cool?
Paul brought my son's smile back. That's what I just keep saying. He gave us Chief. And sorry, I'm going to get choked up.
Aww.
It's nice to see Liam have his smile back and feel safe with Paul and his dogs again. He still doesn't feel safe, like out walking the streets, but he calls Paul Uncle Paul now.
Oh my gosh.
And he says it's just different when he's there.
By the way, you're so gorgeous, it wouldn't be surprising for me to tell you that your son is very handsome. You've probably heard this before, right?
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Yes.
That picture, there's so many. There's a video of him with the dog on his lap. There's a video, Paul, with Chief and Liam in the backseat of this car, and the young man has his head on the dog. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, absolutely, Marty. It truly is.
Tell our listeners when you stepped in, what you did, and why.
We have an online program that me and my wife are doing, and we had 3 puppies. One was donated to us from an employee of ours. And Chief, I knew Chief had a purpose right there when I heard Liam's story. And I had to reach out through you to talk to Liam's mother, because I don't want to see this little boy go through the trauma that he is enduring now. And by losing something, I wanted to give him something. We wanted to give him something that will help him through his healing.
Hey, young lady, what was it like on Saturday, man? What was it like for your son getting Chief?
I can't even put it into words. It was just amazing. And like I said, if you could have been there and seen him smile again, and it'd be like a genuine smile. I cried the whole way home, and it took us an hour to get home.
Aw. And Paul, tell us how this went down Saturday and the other folks that were involved. This is a magnificent story, brother.
Marty, our champion canine community is second to none. Anytime anybody needs something, I mean, people are donating without even being asked. You know, we had gifts here. We had gift bags here. We had gift cards. We went down to Do It Best. They gave him 2 gift cards. You know, our motorcycle community came down, Harmony Fire Department, Harmony Police Department, my clients, my employees. We wanted to show Liam that he has support no matter what, and that he can call on us at any time. And because, again, our community, our champion canine community, understands what it's like for trauma and hurt and fear and things like that, and they always step forward.
Leanne, is the dog there now?
Yes, he's outside with me.
Can I see him?
Here, Chief. Chief, come.
This is adorable. Oh, my God, look at that dog. And he listens to you already.
He's an awesome dog.
Oh, my gosh, look at him.
He cries like a big baby when Liam walks out of the room, though.
How has this changed your life?
I mean, it's only been 2 days, and it's already changed for the better. Liam's more confident. He's very excited. He's jumped into this whole training seat with both feet forward. He loves it. Can't wait to go back. He's already asking us when we can go back.
So what's go back mean, Paul? You have more training?
No, Marty. He's going to be one of my new trainers. He's going to apprentice. He's going to apprentice under me. The boy loves animals. Absolutely, Marty. And again, with the community we have down here, he's going to be going with me, my other trainers, our clients, and coming down here and doing what he likes. He's an amazing child. They have done an amazing job raising this child. He's so professional and respectful. Like that's what we want to be part of, and we want him to be part of us.
Look at Leanna all choked up. I would be too. This is the coolest thing that I've heard in a month. Leanna, this is beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, to say the least.
Wow. Hey, I got to ask you something personal before you go. You still getting crap from that moron who owns the dog that killed your kid's dog?
He hasn't said anything to us directly, but he says little things in his yard.
Well, let him mumble to himself as much as he wants, but if he causes any problems for you, you got to let me know, okay?
I will, thank you.
Paul, you know I love you, my man.
Love you too, my man.
You made a difference. You changed someone's life, my man. This is a beautiful thing.
Yep,
all right.
Thank you.
Is that dog still there, Leanna? Right?
Yeah, he's here.
Look at that. Oh, my gosh, is he cute. Wow. Wow. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you guys.
He's trying to figure out the yard.
My gosh, I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
The 45th deserves local leadership you can trust. Pat Katina is the name we know and the leader we trust. A lifetime resident focused on strengthening our infrastructure and protecting the values that matter most to our families. The choice is clear. Vote Katina for the 45th by mail or in person on May 19th. Paid for by Friends of Pat Katina.
The popularity of cremation is on the rise. Unfortunately, so is the cost. I'm Dustin D'Alessandro, Supervisor and Funeral Director. To keep the costs down, the Thomas M. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory Limited in Blawnox and the D'Alessandro Funeral Home and Crematory Limited in Lawrenceville have on-site crematories. By performing the cremation on-site without losing custody of the remains, our funeral homes can defray those costs and pass the savings on to you. Our fee for a direct cremation is only $1,250. This low-cost, direct cremation offer is available to all residents of Allegheny County. Surrounding counties will incur a slight additional fee based on mileage. Contact us with questions or to schedule an appointment by calling the Blawnox office at 412-828-5700 or our Lawrenceville office at 412-682-6500. Our websites are thomasmsmithfuneralhome.com and DeLisandroLTD.com.
Lunch was great, but this traffic is awful.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Life-saving, life-changing information. UPMC. Love it.
This is CBS Eye on Veterans. If you're feeling stuck, held back, or even have the fear of failure, Army combat vet and IED explosion survivor J.R. Martinez shares the powerful lesson that guides his life and helped him overcome every obstacle he faced.
So what I've learned is, let me change what I'm focusing on. Let me change that focal point. And that focal point is not so much long-term and overwhelming myself. My focal point is the now. And it's like life is made of a series of small victories that ultimately come together, create that foundation, and ultimately you can really build something on. Then you have the big victory.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth and investigate true crime cases. 48 Hours, CBS Saturday, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Wow. That's cool. That's why we're here. That's it. That boy was traumatized for life. He was holding his puppy. How long ago, Patrick, is this now? Is this a month or so? Huh?
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah. These are all facts of the case. That the neighborhood Doberman, not disrespecting all Dobermans, but in this case, this is what happened. The Doberman jumps the fence and attacks this little boy holding his puppy. Attacks him, jumps, kills the puppy right in front of the boy, just rips him to shreds. And they have big jaws, and the dog was dead on the street, and the boy watched this whole thing and then injured the boy. The boy had to be hospitalized. It was a bloody, horrifying mess. Now, if you see the video that Patrick has up right now, which is actually brilliant of Patrick to do this, this new dog, Chief, look at that. So Paul Anthony, who is one of my boys, as you know, we're very close friends, he hears this. I think he was listening live that day.
Yep.
He literally said he broke down in tears. He was both angry and wanted to make a difference. So he finds this rescue dog, Chief, and he trains it. And he brings the young man and his wonderful mom, I love that woman, to his, what's his business called, Patrick?
Champion Canine.
Paul Anthony's the best dog trainer in the world. He has, what do they call, Malamutes? What do they call?
Yeah, the Belgian Malinois.
They're insane. They're the dogs. If I'm lying, I'm dying. There are videos where they actually jump through a window on the side of a car to get to drug dealers and criminals. They're that. He has one that's insane.
Moving cars, they climb ladders.
Yeah. Crazy
all kinds
stuff.
of wild things, yeah.
But they take a lot of work. And and Paul does. His dog is his. They've been in world championships, and he's finished top 5, blah, blah, blah. Paul trained our dog. He's actually training a Larry Richards' new puppy. He's a wonderful man. Paul said, I can't let this slide. And he didn't. He got that little dog, Chief, trained that dog, and then brought the young boy and his mom to his business on Saturday, along with $1,000 in donations and gifts. And now he's taking that little man into his life to make him a trainer. It's the greatness of the world we live in. It's the greatness of the relationships of the people. That video is insane, Patrick.
That's beautiful.
And his mom said that the dog doesn't leave his side. Boy and his dog, it's a cliche. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and this is what's happened. So not only has he rescued a dog, Chief, he rescued this boy. Hey, folks, I don't know if you've ever been bitten by a dog. It's horrifying. It's terrifying. It's debilitating. And to imagine that a dog attacks you while you're holding your puppy and kills the puppy. And in steps Paul Anthony and saves the day. And this is the beauty of this video apparatus we now have. We now have 2 channels. And so we had wonderful Leanna and the dog, Chief, and we had obviously Paul Anthony and the dog. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. That's a movie, man. It's a friggin' miracle and a beautiful thing. And I'm so grateful for men like Paul Anthony who get it. That my man gets it. Paul Anthony's life is a book. He's been through hell and back. He destroyed his life and then had a rebirth and rebuilt his life. It's amazing what he's done. On a completely anecdotal side note, at Paul Anthony's wedding, we were there. He had, as the bridesmaids and grooms, he had 12 dogs. It was friggin' beautiful. And all of them were trained. It was absolutely amazing.
Hey, it's Pony for my friends at Comer and Cross. Does your garage floor have cracked and stained concrete? Mine did. Maybe your garage floor had a bad epoxy or paint job. A new Comer and Cross garage floor is going to transform your whole garage, and all it's going to take is one day. I love mine, and you'll love yours. If you call them right now, and you should do it, don't waste another second. They'll take 50% off your installation. So here's that number, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer and Cross garage floor is the gold standard. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And just like they did for me, they will make it so easy for you. Stuff in your garage, they'll take it out. Cracks and pits, they'll fix them perfectly. Look just like new. And they're going to put their proprietary Comer and Cross finish on it. So I want you to call them now and get that 50% off installation. The number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERCross.com. It's Comer and Cross Premium Concrete Coatings.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding, with an exciting opportunity.
Normally, Larry, we offer $500 off any complete roofing and siding replacements. For our spring promotion, we're offering an additional $500 off.
Joe, that's $1,000.
That's right, Larry.
You better call today. The roofing experts, JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711, 412-829-7711. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
Amazon Business. Discover smart business buying where unmatched selection meets AI-driven tools to simplify complex processes so you can focus on what matters most. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
From the Aetna Medicare studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Mostly sunny and 62 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Governor Josh Shapiro is urging faster federal help for Pennsylvania farmers hit hard by April's crop freeze. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
The governor visited Cherry Hill Orchards in Lancaster County Friday, meeting with impacted farmers and urging federal officials to speed up disaster assistance.
These farms are important to me. They're important to our Commonwealth, to our economy, and to our way of life.
and we know that there is a long road ahead. As your governor, I want you to know we're going to take every step we can to help you get through this.
Shapiro is calling on the U.S. Department of Agriculture to quickly complete damage assessments so growers can move forward with crop insurance claims and recovery efforts. Tamara Rush News Radio, KDKA.
Pennsylvania residents are being targeted by a new email phishing scam. News Radio KDKA's Pat Septak has details.
In this latest scam, emails containing invites to events like a birthday party are being sent out to residents who have compromised accounts belonging to friends or acquaintances. According to the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office, once recipients click on the email, they are asked to log in or connect to an online account. Malware then can be downloaded onto the user's device, or the scammer could steal their email credentials. So how can you tell if it's a scam? Officials say if you receive such an email, verify the invitation with the sender, and hover over the link to confirm it leads to a real website. They say adding that extra step can protect your personal data and prevent serious harm. Pat Septak, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 11 points, the Nasdaq up 97, the S&P 500 up 24 points. KDK Radio News Time, 12:32. Our next update is 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
Pittsburgh Regional Transit is now hiring full-time bus drivers. It's a great place to accelerate your career. We offer great pay and terrific benefits like health care, paid vacation time, dental, vision, and more. We're even offering a starting bonus for those who qualify. Call 412-566-5162 to pre-register for our upcoming hiring event on May 15th, 2026. Candidates may receive an offer that same day. Go to rideprt.org/careers to learn more. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
The biggest reason Metropolitan Window Company has been in business since 1978 is our huge list of satisfied customers.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're getting expertise and attention to detail from a trusted business that puts your needs first.
You're also getting our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows that are built for life.
The most important part of a window is the framing. Fiberglass frames won't lose their dimensional integrity. They're the strongest, longest-lasting window you can buy.
And right now, you can save 20% and get financing on every window and door product we offer.
Stop by one of our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only one clear choice. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, featuring Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Hyundai, Subaru, Nissan, and Genesis. With 3 locations across the Pittsburgh area, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle at Bowser. The Power of Bowser puts the power in your hands at powerofbowser.com. Shop the Bowser Express Store and choose your vehicle, payment, and financing options. Value your trade and even schedule pickup of your new ride, all at powerofbowser.com. The Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations: Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today. Breezy, cool this afternoon, high 63. Tonight will be clear and cold, low 33 to 37. There can be frost in the coldest spots outside the city. Tomorrow, a sunny start, then clouds increase to high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Want a health plan that travels with you? With UPMC Health Plan, you can access care wherever you are. That's access to UPMC doctors and hospitals, local providers, plus urgent and emergency care nationwide through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. What's more, you get 24/7 access to virtual care. All this with award-winning customer service from their healthcare concierge team. When your employer gives you a choice of health insurance plans, choose UPMC Health Plan.
Hello, this is Sarah Botkin, president of Botkin Family Wealth Management. I've been lucky in my life, and I'm grateful to the clients who've helped make our family-owned business a success. But like most of us, my beginnings weren't glamorous. I remember Ovi and I driving home from our small wedding ceremony 20 years ago when we spotted a great-looking grill out by the dumpster of our apartment. Should we change first or grab it now, Ovi asked. Now, I said, we don't want to lose it. In the pouring rain, we loaded that dirty grill into the back of our car. Ovi in his tux and me in my white dress, and we enjoyed it for the next 3 years. In those days, Ovi would drive me to work to save on parking and to spend time together since he worked nights as a waiter. Those were lean days, but they were filled with love, and remembering them makes me appreciate our blessings today. At Botkin Family Wealth Management, we're interested in hearing your story because understanding your beginnings is an important part of appreciating what it took to get where you are today. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, after a great weekend, we're back. Can't wait to talk so much going on. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 today, right here. KDKA.
The scallywag is... Scallywag. Look up scallywag in the dictionary and you'll see the picture of the owners of the Namdar Group. They own a bunch of slum malls around the country, kind of the best way to describe them. Huh. What was the guy? What mall was he looking at, Patrick? A guy was in our office, wanted to tell us about a mall, and we told him, Namdar owns that. It wasn't the one you're allowed, Galleria.
No, we weren't talking about the Mills. We were talking about another one.
Yeah.
Well, he had looked, I think, at
like Uniontown or something.
Yes.
And we told him to run from that deal. The owners of the Galleria, Pittsburgh Mills, is this Namdar Group. They're scallywags. They have this whole kind of weird plan. They throw these things into bankruptcy. They let all these civil fines pile up until they're way in over their heads, and then they sell for like whatever they can get, and that's what they're trying to do here. In the process, they destroyed that mall. Is there anything left, Patrick? Anything?
Yeah, there's a handful of stores left there, but it's dying quickly.
In the process, I'll tell you how we discovered the lunar moon, the landscape there. Patrick was driving through there and took a video one day, and it went viral.
Oh,
because people were blowing out tires and breaking axles, and right.
And it's back to being that way.
Oh, is it?
It is. It's awful again. You're dodging craters that are swallowing cars. On the main roads.
Oh. So they're going to go to trial. They have millions. I don't understand this game. By the way, I admire the hell out of Zappala and his people for going after them. He's the only one that has. It shows courage, quite frankly. And they have millions in fines. It's almost crazy. The number is almost 20 million in fines, which is kind of unfathomable. More than 1.5 million added just since May 4th. And it's crazy stuff, Patrick, right? They won't take care of the property. They won't, and they ignore every single issue.
Right. There were safety violations inside and outside the mall, including some of the emergency exit doors that wouldn't open because they were so rusted.
And everyone's gone. Macy's they were like the last person to...
And, funny enough, the Namdar Group found the money to buy the Macy's portion of the building from Macy's. So it's now added to the rest of the garbage there.
So before the winter hit, it just got ugly. I mean, we had folks that had a lot of accidents, blew out tires, and right?
Yeah.
And they're taking them to court.
Here's a comment that just came in. If you're talking about the Pittsburgh Mills, this is from Mike. I've driven on roads in Kandahar that weren't as bad. And I can believe that.
The trial is scheduled for July 27th. 300 code violations. It's amazing. 17 million in fines. Condition of sidewalks, walkways, stairs, driveways, loop around the mall. Wow. More than 365 code violations. Mall maintenance, cratered roads, weeds, building code violations. And what you're saying, Patrick, some of it created a public safety issue too, right?
Absolutely. And it's back to being that way on the main roads again. It's getting worse by the day.
So they're going to take them to trial. The statute that the DA's office, and again, I admire the hell out of the insanely talented investigators of the DA's office, and Zappala, quite frankly. He stood up to these morons. You got to respect that. If found guilty, the judge can order them to abate the nuisance, which would in essence mean fix the problem. The judge could hold a person in contempt if they do not abate the nuisance. I don't know. I don't know how this ends, but I hope someone goes to jail. We've tried contacting them for a year and a half. They could give a flying rat's ass about us or anyone else. I don't understand this kind of mentality, but they've done this all over the country. They strip down these malls. They buy them at rock bottom dollar, and they sell them for what they can get for them. And I guess that's what they're trying to do here. It's a hell of a way to do business. I hope they're punished. I hope. My man Jerry said South Highland Avenue has similar roads. Highland Park. Is that true right now?
I don't know. I haven't been
either. I haven't. I've seen some roads this bad in the spring. We had a hell of a winter. We had a lot of deep freeze and thaw issues, and here we are. But I wanted to mention the Namdar thing. They are going to go to trial. It would be my guess they never go to trial. It would be my guess they settle this. It would be my guess they walk away from this mess. But I would have guessed they would have done something prior anyway. They're so ignorant. At one point, they brought in this wonderful paving company here and said, here, go pave a couple of big chunks of this road. And then they didn't pay them. They screwed them. It's a bizarre way to live your life. It's grimy, man. It is so grimy, and it's kind of creepy, and it's smarmy, and they're hard people to like, man, that run their business that way. Hey, Patrick, but the big box stores are still out there, right?
Yeah, so the stretch around that
goes on the outskirts.
Yeah, that's a different company that owns those.
Okay.
So those actually get taken care of. But the roads that run through the whole property up to Walmart is all Namdar's responsibility. They own the roads.
My girl Laura, I was there this weekend. Wow. You choose between a pothole and a head-on collision. You actually observed that. You were in your car.
Yeah, there's a spot now where 2 lanes you have to completely avoid and go into the 3rd lane to keep from bottoming your car out and screwing up your tires and your alignment and everything else.
Awful. I hope they send them all to jail. I absolutely do. I'd love to see one of them in handcuffs. Send a message to these people that they can't walk away from this mess. We'll see. We're going to stay on it, folks. It's disgusting and vile and low life.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online tool that lets you compare home insurance.
He's the type of feller who helps you decide on the right insurance, even if it ain't with him.
Again, not a person, just an online tool that helps you find great home coverage.
A real pioneer.
Okay, fine. Just do the thing. Yeah! Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last. So don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
At Perry Calder, my boy JP, one of my close friends, at his law firm, AI is for attorney intelligence, not artificial intelligence. I have sent family members, and friends to his firm. Medical malpractice, the best in the country. Product liability, the same. They have won massive verdicts. Perry Calder, attorney intelligence, 412-281-4200, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Treaty Mechanical, when they get to your house, they treat you like family. And the service, and the professional attitude, and their expertise. HVAC, the best there is. On top of that, Treaty Mechanical has installed 500 free furnaces for folks who need them. 500. Treaty Mechanical, amazing. 412-771-4100. 412-771-4100.
Life's best moments start with perfect choices. For Connie Nowak, it was a trolley ride and a 67-year love story. A life of family, smart decisions, and companionship with Chester the cat. Her retirement choice? The Village at St. Barnabas. Recreation, healthcare, close to family, everything on her list. Right now, we'll make your move to the Village perfect too. Up to $2,000 toward moving costs. St. Barnabas Retirement Communities, stbarnabascommunities.com, or call 724-444-5568.
So, massive trucks in my neighborhood. Greater Pit Tree Service. Man, they're good. 10 guys. Cranes. Grinders. Chainsaws. Everybody protected. Everybody professional. The best service. The best pricing. The best I've ever seen. Greater Pit Tree Service, 412-815-0541. 412-815-0541.
You've spent decades building your savings and planning for the future. Now the focus shifts from accumulation to protection, from growth to sustainable income you can depend on. Secure Money Advisors helps retirees build structured retirement plans designed to help protect what they've worked so hard to build and preserve. Go to righttrackbook.com to claim your complimentary copy today. That's righttrackbook.com, where your retirement journey begins on the right track.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. With prices at the gas pump soaring because of his war against Iran, President Trump told CBS News today he would support a temporary suspension of the federal gasoline tax, said to be working its way through the Senate right now. That would mean an 18.5 cents per gallon break for consumers. Trump rejected the idea of bailing out U.S. airlines because of soaring jet fuel prices, saying, quote, the airlines are doing not badly. Meantime, with the Strait of Hormuz effectively shut down still, cutting off a fifth of the world's oil and natural gas deliveries, oil is up 2.5% right now, up to near $98 a barrel. And on Wall Street, even though the conflict between the U.S. and Iran may be heating up with a stalemate on peace talks, stocks are a little higher. The Dow is flat, but the Nasdaq and the S&P each up 0.33%. And another sign of weakness in housing during the busiest time of year for home real estate. Sales of existing homes in April up just 0.2% from the month prior, flat year over year. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
This just in, not surprising. regarding Trump trying to eliminate the federal gas tax to save his ass. He's getting crushed in the polls. From DeLuzio's people. The Iran war shot the price of gas by around $1.50 a gallon. Gas prices are high because of the war started by Trump. Ending the war and bringing our troops home would save people more at the pump. Yes, it would. I have texts out to both Fetterman and Kelly's people and McCormick's people as well. We'll see what happens. We'll see. At the end of the day, I don't care for it, but the real tax is the state tax, which is almost 60 cents a gallon. At this point, yesterday I paid almost $5 right down the street from my house at a Get-Go, $4.90 something. Trevin, what's the last you paid per gallon, brother? You remember?
The levels on disgust. Oh no, it was $5.
$5? Yeah, same. Yep. That's your limit. It's about as good as it gets, right?
For me?
Or as bad as it gets.
Yeah, past my limit.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And where was that? $5 a gallon.
Right around the corner. Still $4.99.
Yeah. Patrick, what's the average here? Do you have it? I heard the national average is like $4.60, but I see it higher here.
Yeah, national average is $4.52.
Okay.
It's a little bit lower. Let's see. I think our local average did drop a little bit, believe it or not.
I saw that, but they said if it did, it was like 0.2 cents. So it really didn't.
Today's Pennsylvania average, $4.67.
I see.
Allegheny County, $4.81.
Is it $4.81? Yep. So 5 would make sense. I was watching my car is supposed to have the high test, as we would call it in the back in the day, but I use the mid-level, which they say is acceptable. Even that's almost $5.20 a gallon. That's really kind of. As one of my friends who's in the business said, the real cost is the insane cost of two things: jet fuel, which is insane, and diesel, which is pushing over $7 a gallon. What's the average for diesel here, Patrick? Do you see? I'm looking. Diesel.
Current average for diesel is $5.96.
Wow.
So it's actually dropped a little bit. It was like $6.02 or $6.03.
Uber drivers are getting spanked. Truck drivers are getting spanked. Anyone that owns a bunch of trucks is getting spanked. So, would dropping the federal tax. The other thing it tells me, if Trump is now trying to get the federal gas tax dropped, what would that tell you? That he doesn't think this thing's coming to an end anytime soon. Because that tells me that they're convinced this is going to drag on. I saw some economists this morning on several different shows, yesterday and today, on Face the Nation and then on the 3 networks. Whoa. Washington's Landing. Whoa. Boat gas? $13 a gallon. Trevin. Boat gas.
So
I ain't taking no boat.
I don't own a boat, Marty. I mean.
Wow. Wow.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir, please.
For the average person, and I always say this, I know people probably get tired of me saying it, but I'm average. So the average person, when you're looking at this, and then Patrick will say, well, the average throughout the state or through the country, we aren't thinking about the average. We're looking at the gas station down the street. I mean, correct? I mean, when you, as you're driving around, you know, I'm not thinking, well, the average in the state is going to be this. I'm thinking about my neighborhood gas station or, you know, the gas station between.
And I'm not one of these jagoffs driving 20 miles to save 2 cents a gallon.
Well, you know what, Marty? I might just do that at this point. I might try to find a gas station that would be within maybe 10 miles that I could get a cheaper rate.
I don't know, man. It'd have to be substantially cheaper.
Oh, most definitely. But think about it. If you're spending $4.99, and let's say from here we're in Greentree, McKnight Road, the gas station is $4.08, I'm driving.
Oh, no, that's a difference.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference. That's $1.
You're talking about a nickel, it's not worth it.
Yeah. What's your wife?
Agreed.
What's it cost to fill her car?
The same.
Oh, it's,
Hold on.
honestly, I don't know what it is right now because she pays for it on a corporate card for travel.
Oh, big shot.
So she doesn't pay attention to it, honestly.
In other words, she's a big shot. She doesn't need to care trivial about money.
Understood.
No, she's blessed to not have to.
Do you change gasoline at this point, Patrick? Do you actually change gasoline at this point?
No, because she has to put premium in her car.
She has to put premium.
Yeah.
I changed.
Okay.
I changed, big dog. It's a lease. I am not going with the high grade at $6 plus. It ain't happening. No way. No how. None of this is easy, folks. Right now, Trump is trying to get congressional support to drop this tax by 18 cents. I don't think he has it. We're going to find out. Are we not?
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
In Pittsburgh, Chase is proud to root for the home team because they're our team too. We cheer from the bleachers and on the sidelines. We cheer for gymnasts and quarterbacks. And with more than 25 local Chase branches and 5,000 nationwide, we are right beside you, Pittsburgh. Neighborhood bankers, digital tools, national strength. Chase, make more of what's yours.
JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. In my Get Marty segments, I hear from people all the time that have issues with debt. Check this out. If you're having problems with your debt, my friend Harold Shepley can help you right now.
Absolutely. We are a full-service debt relief law firm. We can help you negotiate your debt so you can avoid bankruptcy, or we can file bankruptcy if that's what's necessary for you and your family.
And the truth is, my man, it's not a hopeless situation.
Absolutely not. We're here to get people back on their feet.
I've seen them win, case after case after case. ShepleyLaw.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Mostly sunny and 61 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick with their famous lifetime warranty of materials and labor. TrustPJ.com. A new message in Aetna is grabbing drivers' attention during National Burger Month. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has the details.
2 oversized cows are now part of a billboard display near a Burger King off Route 8 in Etna, part of a campaign from PETA promoting plant-based eating. The ad encourages customers to choose vegan options like the chain's plant-based Whopper and other meat-free sides. PETA says the goal is to highlight animal welfare concerns while also promoting healthier eating habits. The billboard is located near the 900 block of Butler Street and is expected to remain up through the month of May. Tamara Rush News Radio, KDKA.
With Megman's planning to open its first Western Pennsylvania store in Cranberry Township in 2027, The developer behind those plans wants to build on that momentum and more retail. According to the Pittsburgh Business Times, Sipple Enterprises, which sold a 13-acre township site to Wegmans for over $14 million, is now planning between 150 to 160,000 square feet of additional retail at Cranberry Springs. Sipple expects there will be new demand generated from the grocery store chain at this new location. Heads up for those who ride the Mont Incline. The incline is closed indefinitely. PRT shut it down last Friday after several riders had to be rescued from the cars. In the meantime, shuttles will run during regular incline service hours. 18 people, 17 of them American passengers, evacuated from the hantavirus hit cruise ship have been flown back to the U.S. 2 are in Atlanta, 16 in Nebraska. At a news conference earlier, Dr. Michael Wadman, the medical director of the National Quarantine Unit, says all the people they have will have to be monitored and tested until they leave.
There's no intermingling of any of the quarantined individuals. There's no visits from anyone outside of the quarantine unit.
President Trump says he supports temporarily suspending the federal gas tax. CBS News' Stacey Lynn reports.
As gas prices nationwide top $4.50 a gallon, the president told CBS News he'd pause the 18-cent federal tax for a period of time. He said it would be restored when prices come down. The tax funds highway and transit projects, and suspending it would require congressional approval.
The president also dismissed the idea of a bailout for airlines struggling with soaring jet fuel costs. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 17 points, the Nasdaq up 45, the S&P 500 up 19 points. KDK Sports, Pirates with the day off today. They will open a series with the Rockies tomorrow at PNC Park. First pitch at 6:40. KDK Radio News time is 1:03. Right now, partly sunny and 61 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
The amount of compensation received from a lung cancer or mesothelioma lawsuit varies. But at Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky & White, the goal is simple. Maximize your recovery and ensure you receive the full compensation you deserve. Asbestos manufacturers spent decades concealing the dangers of asbestos exposure, and today, many suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma are fighting back. You are not alone in this fight. Call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only one clear choice, the Power of Bowser family of dealerships, featuring Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Hyundai, Subaru, Nissan, and Genesis. With 3 locations across the Pittsburgh area, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle at Bowser. The Power of Bowser puts the power in your hands at powerofbowser.com. Shop the Bowser Express store and choose your vehicle, payment, and financing options. Value your trade and even schedule pickup of your new ride, all at powerofbowser.com. The Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations: Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
My man JK's done it again in Oakmont. I heard the buzz a while back, and it's real now. A Bodie Kitchen and Bar. Wow. This place is gorgeous. Open for dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 4 to 10. Insane brunch Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 3. In the former Chelsea Grill space. Beautiful, cool space. Fantastic food, comfort food with a twist. Check out JK's new joint. It's amazing. A Bodie Kitchen. Check it out.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Partly sunny for the rest of today. A cool breeze for the afternoon, high 63. Clear, cold tonight. Frost in some outlying areas, low 33 to 37. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to increasing clouds, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh, yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call the Cousins.
Call the Cousins.
It's spring. That means birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, Mother's Day, and fresh, colorful spring flowers from OliverFlowers.com. Family-owned Oliver Flowers, celebrating spring for 96 years. Order online for free delivery in their service area. OliverFlowers.com.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Damn, things happen on this show that are really unsettling, and I'd heard this was happening in this area. And this poor woman literally just sent me a message within the last, literally 4 minutes. And I had to get her on the air. And I got to get to the bottom of this because this is ridiculous and unfair. And we've got to help her. Man, this is so troublesome. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Let me grab Jamie here. Jamie, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Well, yeah, you're okay because you're going through hell right now. Tell our listeners what's happening. This is ridiculous. We got to take care of this.
The whole story?
Yeah.
I receive food stamp benefits for me and my children.
Yep.
I received them on the 7th of the month. I just got out of the hospital from having a second brain surgery. I went, when I was released from the hospital, went to the store to get food, and all my food stamps are gone.
Awful.
I went to the office this morning,
What
and
office?
there were
Jamie, what office? Tell people.
the McKeesport office,
Of what? What department, ma'am? Welfare.
the welfare office.
State Department, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
County assistance office. There were at least 10 other people there for the same thing. Wow. And when you go up and talk to them, the lady is very remorseful and feels sorry, but says there's nothing they can do except issue you a new card. You can file a police report, but they're not really doing anything about it. And she wished that somebody would reach out to these news stations to get awareness out.
Here we
so
are.
that's what I did.
So Jamie, what actually transpired that they ripped you and others off?
I guess it's electronic skimmer that they're putting in, and when I called to see why I didn't have any food stamps, it said that it was like increments of $50 here and there. And when she looked on the computer, it was within seconds, and it's coming from Philadelphia and New York. It's different states and cities that it's coming from. But the skimmers it's in the store down the street from me.
What store?
Dollar General.
Wow. So, historically, someone puts a device on the machine that's reading the card, which
Yeah.
would have been right there at the checkout? Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And then the skimmer, Patrick, from what we both know, is they steal the data, right?
Exactly. They steal the card information and then they duplicate it, whether they put it on another card or however they do it. They can put it on the magnetic stripes and go swipe it, and they capture your PIN and everything.
And how the hell is it Jamie's fault? Like, why can't someone give Jamie another $800? You know what I'm saying, Jamie?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, especially after you file your police report and everything.
Wow. And so you have no money for food?
No.
Jesus. And this just happened, Jamie?
Yeah, it happened on Friday, so of course I had to wait until Monday to talk to anybody. So, yes.
So this is the County Department of Welfare in McKeesport.
Yeah. But it's a government thing. They won't reissue any stolen food stamps. It's been going on.
Oh, yeah, we'd heard this. But you're saying in the office that you're sitting in now, there were at least 10 people, same thing?
Yes.
Wow. And poor thing,
that
you've
was
been
this
through,
morning.
And poor thing, you've been through brain surgery.
Yes.
You just got out of the hospital.
I did.
My God. How are you feeling?
Terrible.
Aw. We have I'm going to talk to Patrick in the break here. We're going to have to find out where you're at, and I'm going to have to get you some cash. And then we're going to have to resolve this issue as soon as we can.
That's not what I want. I just want other people to be aware of it, and for the government to be aware of it and help the people that are being taken advantage
Hell
of.
yeah. Like immediately
if I could
help.
go out and do something for somebody else, I would do it. But I can't even help myself right now.
Oh, God bless you.
And it's not fair to my kids.
It is not fair to your kids. You were 100% right on, and I'm so glad you called me. I'm going to get all over this, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear. So she goes to the Dollar General. What happens, and maybe not exactly this way, but someone sneaks into these stores, and Patrick, they place these little devices on where you're at the checkout. They'll do it at an ATM wherever.
Exactly. You see it on gas station pumps.
Yep.
You see it on ATMs. And more commonly, you see it on grocery store terminals like the ones at the Dollar General here.
Now, last week they did some check. They checked 270 of them. They found 7 skimmers.
Yeah.
And so on the other end, there's somebody taking the data, stealing her count, and then stealing all the data from it.
And there are foreign groups that roam the country doing this from other countries.
What irritates the hell out of me is why can't they immediately help her out at the welfare office there?
Well, part of the problem I'm reading here is they have not done chip-enabled EBT cards. So that's one way to secure it is to put chips, like your credit cards and your debit cards all come with chips now, so they can't just be cloned and swiped anywhere.
Okay, maybe so, but
They
someone
haven't
at the
done
welfare department needs to hook her up. For God's sakes.
Wow.
Jesus. Steve, go ahead.
Hey, Marty. Hey, I'm with you, buddy. Why couldn't they give that poor lady immediate relief?
Right.
And, give her a break. I mean, obviously it's the state's fault. We're so antiquated with all of our electronic stuff. It's ridiculous. And, I was on Niagara-on-the-Lake in Canada several years ago, and I don't even think they swipe and stuff. It's all tapped now for security reasons.
No, everything
that
I have
poor
is
lady suffering.
tap. I mean, sometimes if it doesn't work, but these old...
Yeah, that poor lady suffering.
Oh, my God, she has just got out of the hospital with brain surgery.
See, I know.
All right, I got to get to... This just happened, so my wheels are turning like Patrick's, or I got to get to the state welfare department and get this addressed and then help her out. Go ahead, Claire. Go ahead.
Hi, Marty. Personal experience happened to me. First of all, the welfare department will do nothing about it. They did up to the end of last year reimburse, but as of this year, they do not. What happened to me? All my money's gone. The whole amount, like a few hundred some dollars, was used by Brooklyn butchers in Brooklyn, New York.
Wow.
The whole amount, okay. So you can lock it now. If you have a smartphone, you can go unlock your card, which is the only way to do it. I've had no issues since then. But it's so easy. Mine either happened at Walmart or Giant Eagle, McKeesport, or Walmart North for Sales, one of them. They claim they don't have scammers. If they check, they showed me different things. But what they do, they walk around. I have my credit card scammed, a Gateway Grill, a card on the table using to pay for some food. And they walk around with these electronic devices, and they're able to scam the card number. Immediately, my card was used at Costco, Monroeville, which I don't even have an account.
Wow.
So there's a card blocking card you can get on Amazon for a few bucks. Put it in your wallet. Supposedly block all your cards, but put it next to your most sensitive, like your EBT card or your credit card.
Hold on. Why won't the state reimburse her? It's not her fault.
They will not. They said they just can't do it anymore, but they need to have an EBT in there. And I've heard several other people talk. It's happened to them, and it's devastating. And this poor lady, my heart goes out to her. But it's happening again and again. And, Marty, you will get calls. Somehow they find out your phone number. You will get calls saying, "Hi, this is the state of Pennsylvania. Your EBT card has been blocked. Please call this number to unblock it." It's not the Pennsylvania State Department at all you're calling. You're calling the focus number. As soon as you give them that card, any information, they're able to get all the information on you, and God only knows what. And they do that several times a week. You'll get these pseudo numbers calling, and it's not State Department of Pennsylvania. It's not.
How much did you lose, young lady? How much?
Almost $300 at one time, and it was done like the first of the month. They got the card, and again, you can block it. It's kind of it's easy to do, but you have to have a smartphone. Lock, unlock, lock everywhere. Lock in Pennsylvania. It does work, but there's people walking around with these scammers in the stores, and they're passing you. You don't even realize they're bumping into you in line, and they're scanning your card, and they're getting all the information. This is happening all the time.
What I really feel bad about is she's saying she's in the office with 10 other people that it happened to today. We got to fix this. I'm going to text the Attorney General in the break and see if they can somehow intervene. This is ridiculous.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
It's your captain speaking. To the passenger with the Mirror Fast soft shoes, smart move.
No way am I letting travel constipation ruin this trip.
Can't blame you. Mirror Fast works fast, but without the harsh side effects.
Since I'm such a smart traveler, can I move to first class?
No. Close the curtain, Carol.
From the makers of Miralax, new Mirafast soft chews work naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes to give you a comfortable go on the go. Find Mirafast today at your local retailer. Use as directed for occasional constipation. Contains magnesium hydroxide.
Hey, it's Pony for my friends at Comer & Cross. Does your garage floor have cracked and stained concrete? Mine did. Maybe your garage floor had a bad epoxy or paint job. A new Comer & Cross garage floor is going to transform your whole garage, and all it's going to take is one day. I love mine, and you'll love yours. If you call them right now, and you should do it, don't waste another second. They'll take 50% off your installation. So here's that number, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And just like they did for me, they will make it so easy for you. Stuff in your garage, they'll take it out. Cracks and pits, they'll fix them perfectly. Look just like new. And they're going to put their proprietary Comer & Cross finish on it. So I want you to call them now and get that 50% off installation. The number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com. It's Comer & Cross Premium Concrete Coatings.
I have serious problems with my voice. Cancer-related stuff. I end up with probably the best speech therapist, surgeon, doctor in the world at UPMC. Spent 2 days with them. Different breathing, different medications. And you probably noticed my voice has been better than ever. My point is, when you get engaged with UPMC, they make sure you're okay. Life-saving, life-changing information. UPMC.
The 45th deserves local leadership you can trust. Pat Katina is the name we know and the leader we trust. A lifetime resident focused on strengthening our infrastructure and protecting the values that matter most to our families. The choice is clear. Vote Katina for the 45th by mail or in person on May 19th. Paid for by friends of Pat Katina.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is why I love NASCO Roofing. Not only are they the best I've ever seen, with a lifetime warranty on the roof and labor. Folks, the greatness of NASCO. Pastor in the Rocks needed a roof. NASCO put it on at cost. Actually lost money. NASCO Roofing. My roof, my brother's roof, my sister's roof. NASCO, they get it. 412-373-2000, NASCO. 412-373-2000.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
You know, I met two women who are nurses full-time in Pittsburgh. Graduated from CCAC with no debt, zero. You know, I met two young ladies at Pitt, now juniors, brought 2 years of credits from CCAC, $2,000 in total debt. You know, 80% of CCAC students have no debt. More than 100 programs. CCAC rocks, folks. Check it out.
For years, Gone South has been a podcast about crime in the American South. But for our new season, we're widening the lens. Through deeply reported, narrative-driven stories, we're digging into the myths, scandals, and power structures that still shape the South. And, in a lot of ways, the country itself. Follow and listen to Gone South Season 5, an Odyssey podcast. Available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
So, massive trucks in my neighborhood. Greater Pitt Tree Service. Man, they're good. 10 guys. Cranes. Grinders. Chainsaws. Everybody protected. Everybody professional. The best service. The best pricing, the best I've ever seen. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-815-0541. 412-815-0541.
Hey, this is Lisa with Nest Expressions Window Fashions. My South Hills Hunter Douglas Gallery in McMurray will be opening soon, so book your free shop-at-home consultation at nestexpressions.com.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I don't know how we get this crazy government thing, but Patrick did some research, and we're not 100% sure this is what happened, but you're saying Congress was reimbursing this and now isn't?
Yeah, Congress was reimbursing for stolen SNAP benefits, but that ended. There was a deadline for that at the end of 2024, and Congress did not extend it beyond that. They let it fall.
Why? We don't know.
No.
And you can't blame her.
No, it's ridiculous that we're not replacing stolen funds to help people out.
And I've got calls in, actually texting the Attorney General in the Attorney General's office, also texting a couple of congressmen and McCormick's people, because this just got dropped in our laps, so we don't know what happened, but that's absurd. And that sweet woman was saying, when she sent me the original note, she said there were 10 people at least sitting in the office, in the welfare office in McKeesport, that this happened to. So, Patrick, and I don't know this technology yet. Are you saying, like, I have cards, they're chipped now, they can't get skimmed?
They can still, but they're less likely.
Okay.
So if someone's walking around with their, handheld devices, just like you tap to pay, it's essentially like tap to pay. So if they've got a device that can read that information, they can steal your card info just by walking by you. So it is possible to do that. But for the machines that you can't tap and pay that require you to put the card with the chip in, you can't just clone those on the magnetic stripe. You've got to have the chip.
What?
The chip is the security
Why
feature.
wouldn't the people that own these stores, wouldn't they see this skimmer on the...
Not necessarily.
Huh. I don't even know what they look like.
They put them over the machines, and they look just like the credit card machines that you swipe every day.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. That's why it is really hard to tell. They'll even put them over ATMs where it looks just like the ATM, except you don't see the tape typically, the security.
We've had people ripped off.
Yeah.
And I swear the state and the banking system did a survey last week, and I think they scanned like 400 different outlets, and they found a couple of skimmers.
Yep.
So it's not as if they don't exist.
No, it does happen all the time, but I had no idea that the federal government wasn't helping with reimbursements anymore.
Yeah, I got to find out.
That's awful.
And I'm texting, honestly, with the Attorney General's office. I want to know if they have a criminal investigation going. In the meantime, have they had any advice for people? And I can't imagine we can just say to consumers, "Screw you." There has to be a better way than just "screw you, ma'am." That poor woman. If anything, we'll get cash out to her. As fate would have it, this wonderful couple gave me an envelope of cash. I will drive it to that woman. If we can't fix this skimming thing today, that poor thing can't buy food for her kids, and no one should be in that position, especially now with food costs insanely high.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
PGT Trucking celebrates 45 years of flatbed excellence. Established in 1981 in Beaver County, PGT continues to lead the trucking industry by providing safe and trusted transportation solutions. For their flatbed truck drivers, PGT has been named a 2026 Best Fleets to Drive for company, receiving the award 4 years in a row because of their top driver pay and home time options. Learn more about PGT Trucking at pgttrucking.com. Larry Richard for Specialty Window and Door. Owner Rick Fish and his experienced local crew have been installing windows and doors since 1980. I know firsthand the great work of the local craftsmen at Specialty Window and Door. They installed the windows at my son's home and the front door. Vinyl, fiberglass, wood, custom solutions designed for your home. If you want real experts, not general contractors, go with the name that's built on one specialty. Specialty Window and Door. Visit specialtywindowanddoor.com.
Dreaming of your next getaway? AAA Travel makes it easy with a wide variety of vacation options, from exciting cruises and guided tours to relaxing, all-inclusive resorts. Want to skip the airport? Ask about their no-fly cruises. Just hop on a comfortable motor coach from the Pittsburgh area to nearby ports like New York or New Jersey. Then set sail stress-free. No flying, no driving, just vacation. Visit your local AAA office or call 1-800-354-8761 to start planning today.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly sunny and 63 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A Sewickley Township ambulance collided with another vehicle and then smashed into a pole last night in Brentwood. It happened along Route 51 near Brentwood Square. Police say that the ambulance was actually carrying a patient at the time. Luckily, there were no injuries. The Seneca Valley School Board could vote tonight on how to go about adding a new personal finance graduation requirement for students. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has those details.
The proposed change follows a new Pennsylvania mandate requiring personal finance instruction starting in fall 2026. To make room for the course, Seneca Valley would reduce its health and physical education requirement from 2.5 credits to 2. During discussion at the board's work session, concerns were raised about reducing health and physical education requirements as students continue facing both mental and physical health challenges. Tonight's meeting is set for 7 at the Intermediate High School auditorium. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Governor Shapiro toured Cherry Hill orchards in Lancaster County last week, meeting with growers still reeling from the April freeze. Shapiro is pressing the U.S. Department of Agriculture to quickly approve a disaster designation and speed up damage assessments so farmers can assess insurance and recovery aid sooner.
So I just want you guys to all know we got your back. We care deeply about you, and we're going to fight to make sure that all of this gets done. The USDA disaster declaration, the direct support from the feds, the direct support from the state. We're going to work together to get all this done, and we'll be back, Corey, and we'll be stronger than ever.
State officials say they're also working on additional support as losses are still being evaluated. A heads up for those who ride the Mont Incline. The incline is closed indefinitely. PRT shut it down last Friday after several riders had to be rescued from the cars. In the meantime, shuttles will run during regular incline service hours. After a dog was stolen from a vehicle in the parking lot of the Giant Eagle in Verona, the owner posted on Facebook that her dog Lily has been found, is now back home. Details on how that 6-year-old Shih Tzu was reunited with its owner have not yet been released. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 4 points, and NASDAQ up 24. The S&P 500 is up 13 points. KDK Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update is 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Turning 65, are you overwhelmed by Medicare options? With over 60 plans to choose from, it's easy to get confused. MediConnect is hosting free in-person workshops across Pittsburgh for answers you need. No obligation, just advice. Whether you have questions about coverage, prescriptions, retirement goals, MediConnect's team will assist in finding the right plan for you. Call 888-818-6334. 888-818-6334. Medicare made simple.
Spring, it is here, and it comes with heavy rain, high winds, storm damage. A damaged roof or fallen trees, they can quickly lead to water getting inside your home or business. The longer it sits, the worse it gets. ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh, ready to go 24/7, 365. They'll respond to that emergency. Do not wait. Demand the yellow van. Call 412-RECOVER, the best call to make in a terrible situation.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online tool that lets you compare home insurance.
He's the type of feller who helps you decide on the right insurance, even if it ain't with him.
Again, not a person, just an online tool that helps you find great home coverage.
A real pioneer.
Okay, fine. Just do the thing. Yeah! Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last. So don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the rest of today. A cool breeze this afternoon, high 63. Clear and cold tonight. There can be frost in some outlying areas, the low 33 to 37. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to increasing clouds, high 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow on the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. You'll meet the man behind the Pittsburgh Power and Fitness Festival, which is grown internationally from right here in the Burg.
My daughters are both home. As I get to my guest here, which I have to because it's important stuff, and my son's at home. They're all teenagers. One of them, and none of them will admit it, left the roll empty. You know, the toilet paper roll empty. So the next person who sits down on the toilet, have you had this happen, Trevin, in your house? He's laughing.
No.
I know you have.
Not at all.
You're denying it because you're afraid of your wife. He's afraid of her, isn't he, Patrick? You can tell, like you are afraid of yours.
Oh, I completely understand it.
I ain't afraid of my wife. I'll take her on. They left the toilet paper roll empty. Now, as a parent, first of all, I lined them all up, and none of them would admit it. So what happens is you go into the bathroom at night, and you have to poop. You sit down, and you don't pay attention to and then you don't have toilet paper, and then you start dropping F-bombs. Because you got to walk somewhere, right, Trevin, to get a new roll?
I told you it doesn't happen in my house.
And there be stuff kind of hanging, you know what I'm saying? You need to...
Doesn't happen in my house.
Yeah. You hear this, Patrick? And
I have a teenage son at home. It happens in my house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's irritating as hell, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Especially when you hear someone scream from, the next floor.
Oh.
You hear your wife going, "Who did it?"
Before I get to my guest, and I have to get him, because this is important, but here's the question. Do you replace the roll of toilet paper, or do you let them suffer? Because I wasn't using that toilet in that bathroom. As a lesson learner, do you replace the roll of toilet? This is a big question here today. The whole world's at war. Do you replace the roll of toilet paper, or do you let them suffer? Or you let them suffer? Do you replace it or let them suffer? 866 Steve Mazza. Oh, Mazza does it. You know Mazza's the type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you replace the roll or let them suffer? 866. Patrick actually has a picture on the live stream. 866-391-1020. I'm serious. Do you replace the roll or let them suffer? 866-391-1020. My wife, because she's a better person, would replace the roll. She can't help herself. She's too kind. 866-391-1020. Do you replace the roll or let them suffer? Meantime, I'll get to my guest, Joseph Patrick Murphy. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Joseph.
Here.
You there?
I would let them suffer. I would let
Wouldn't
them
you?
suffer.
Same.
Yes.
Hell with them.
Yes.
They got to learn, right?
That's the only way. I mean, this is the big lesson of a lot of the things I learned in college that I forgot. But one of them is always check the toilet paper roll first, because that's something college-age kids seem to forget a lot.
It's irritating as hell, isn't it?
And like you said, potentially humiliating in various ways, yeah.
My daughter, Sophia, took my laundry out of the dryer, which I had washed, and piled it on top of the dryer, and it fell on the floor so she could make room for her crap in the dryer. Joseph Patrick Murphy.
That's what happens. It's kids. It's maturity, working together, cooperation. All those things are important lessons that we learn as we grow.
And then
sometimes it's because you value cooperation, and sometimes it's because people punish you in various ways when you're inconsiderate or uncooperative.
Right on. And one more thing. Chloe's car got towed.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you pay for that, Joseph Patrick Murphy, or do you let them pay?
That's a good one, because if you don't pay, they may be storage fees that might get bigger.
Yep.
So how do you do that? How do you pay it? You take it out of their allowance? I don't know, something like that.
All right. Let's get to something important.
Yes.
You did a hell of a thing. We had them both on the air, Ian and your client, who is?
Luis.
By the way, he actually did a brief interview. He speaks kind of broken English, but he was grateful.
Yep.
And he was happy.
Yep.
And he wants to be a citizen, and he loves his country. Yep. He did it the right way.
He does. Yep. And that's what we've been telling you all along, and we've been pleading his case to judges, to senators, to politicians, to other media sources. This is, as they say, one worth saving, and he really is. Hard worker, has his own business, has a kid, just had a baby. Ian and I spent many, many long hours working with judges and prosecutors. We even both drove up to immigration detention to get him out.
This week,
and,
Friday night, right?
Yep, Friday night, Ian and I drove. We took separate cars because I live in the North Hills and those guys live in, I guess, Carnegie. So that, I would have to drive extra. So I took my own car. But we got up there and waited a little bit in the parking lot. It was rainy. And there's this gigantic courtyard covered with miles of razor wire and double chain link fences and searchlights, the typical prison stuff. And there's a courtyard out there. And I was looking at my phone. Ian honked the horn. I looked over. He says, "There he is." And Luis was making the long walk, and he's kind of a slight fellow. A lot of Ecuadorians are shorter, really about the size of like my 15-year-old son. It really, brings home the case of how young this dude really is. And there he is making that long walk out to freedom. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool to get him out of there.
So what happens now? This is what they weren't able to answer for me.
Yeah, so he's got a deport. The sad part is that during this process, they dirtied him up pretty good. They stuck him with a deportation order. Oh. We appealed that, which means it's not final. But that deportation case will go on in spite of the fact that we've obtained his release. It's much like when you pay bail, you get a criminal charge and somebody bails you out. Well, the case will go forward. Bail just is about where you're going to be while the case goes forward. When you talk about immigration, and particularly now, where you are while the case gets decided, in many cases determines how fast it goes. Right? They've got all these people they're arresting under all these new laws and holding them in jail forever. And they want to move those cases faster because it costs them money to hold people, a lot of money. So all the resources are being dedicated to what they call the detained docket. And they might as well, because every piece of paper has to be marked detained in capital letters. They could just as easily have every piece of paper marked, "This is costing us money," in capital letters, because it is. And so the detained docket moves very, very quickly. And that's why they couldn't wait the 49 days. They don't give continuances because they got to move this product.
Hold on, though.
Now that we get him.
Yeah, I thought he gets the visa in 49 days. What the hell's going on?
Well, so there's something called the Visa Bulletin. It comes out every month, all right? We're on the May Visa Bulletin now. Probably in a week or two, we'll be in the June Visa Bulletin. And it has published dates in it, right? So it says you have to have, you have to have filed on or before this date. Your application has to have been approved on or before this date. If it is on or before this date, then you can apply for a green card. If it is not, then you have to wait. The difference between these two dates right now for Luis is 49 days. But you don't get 1 day on the Visa Bulletin for every day that goes by in the world. There'd be no need to publish the bulletin, right? So, for example, from April to May, it didn't move at all. It was the exact same date on both of those days. And sometimes it can do what's called retrogression. It can go the other way. You can get further away. And that's what the government's position was about those 49 days. They says, you don't know if that's 49 days or 100. We can't hold people indefinitely with no clear end in sight. So they wanted to deport him and throw him out of the country. Luckily, we were able to get a federal judge to order them to give him a bond hearing. The judge set bond at 15, and now he's out. Now, this is a much slower moving process. His deportation and the appeal of that deportation is going to take up an enormous amount of time. And the gamble here, and I think it's a fairly reasonable gamble, because I believe that unless something unusual happens, his number is going to come up maybe in late summer, July, August, somewhere in there. And I don't believe they'll be able to get back to his case before then. It'll take him too long to pay attention to him. So what I suspect will happen is his number will come up and we'll remand it back to immigration court. Now, he does have a number, and we can have the judge adjudicate his green card application, bang a hammer, and give him a green card.
But what a pain in the ass.
Happen. It is. It's because the system's got a lot of unusual pressures on it, not only from the change of administrations, change of mood in the country, because it's a highly political business, but also because our immigration system is very tiny. It's not designed. I mean, when you look around at like immigration resources, there aren't many. I mean, Pittsburgh's been an immigrant magnet for hundreds of years. We don't even have our own local immigration court. They took that away from us a couple of years ago. The two law schools we've got, Pitt and Duquesne, last time I looked at course selection guide, Pitt had one single two-credit course. Duquesne, the Catholic law school I went to, has none in the course catalog. So, this means that it's not on the bar exam. So the lawyers we have are not taught or tested about immigration. And here we are in the middle of this giant, something show, right? mess of a show that we have here going on, and we don't have the resources. I was listening to oral argument at one point this morning in a break. They're arguing about these detention laws up in the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, and that was very interesting to me. But also interesting to me was how these guys, they're federal judges, are very sharp people, men and women, politically savvy and all this, but how confusing immigration law is to regular lawyers, even regular lawyers that are as arguably elite as those judges are. The lawyers who are arguing this case we're having to do not only argue, but give a small tutorial on the law of bail bond and alien detainee classification. So it's pretty neat. Yeah.
Wow.
So did Ian tell you the way he brought Louise home to his wife?
No.
He stopped about 1.5 miles from the house and put Louise in the trunk.
No.
The wife didn't know she was getting her husband back. And he goes over to the house because he's been taking care of her.
Oh, yeah.
And he calls her up. He says, hey, I picked up something for you after work on Friday. Why don't you come out to the car and help me get it out?
No.
Yeah. And she came out and he opened the trunk and her husband was in there. That's what he picked up for her after work. So that was kind of a nice thing, too.
My brother, thanks. You're the best there is.
Thanks, Marty. Bye-bye.
My man.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
A true spa bathroom isn't just about water pressure. It's about the view. Make your shower the crown jewel of your home with a custom frameless glass enclosure from Boulevard Glass and Metal. Check out their easy, hassle-free quote request at boulevardglassandmetal.com. Simply pick a layout, answer a few questions, and send it. They'll get back to you with a price. Or call 412-621-1799. See the difference at boulevardglassandmetal.com.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best, better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Did you know that the only cause of mesothelioma is exposure to asbestos? Did you know that many local area tradesmen were exposed to asbestos and didn't even know it? The sad reality is asbestos-related diseases are often fatal, yet entirely preventable. Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky, and White understands the complexities of asbestos exposure and are dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve. GPW can't change the past, but will work to transform your future. Call 1-800-COMPLEX to learn more.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. April Barton, dean of Duquesne University's Thomas R. Klein School of Law since 2019, was reappointed to the post by President Ken Gormley. Barton, the law school's 13th dean, has led it through a period of measurable gains in rankings, admissions, enrollments, bar passage, and employment outcomes, as well as a number of facility enhancements. It's recently climbed 7 spots to number 85 in the 2026-27 U.S. News & World Report Best Law Schools ranking, its highest ranking to date in its 4th consecutive year among the nation's top 100 law schools. Also, another building in the Pittsburgh area now sports the Kamen family name. The Kamen Conservatory is a new addition to the Family House, a Shadyside-based nonprofit that provides housing to patients visiting Pittsburgh for medical care. The indoor green space was designed by local firm Colano Design, and floors were recommended by the Phipps Conservatory. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
There you go. And so it goes. The dilemma is that you have to have time and money. And Luis says he has a roofing company and he's dumping all of his money into trying to stay in America. He has the best lawyer there is, but it's fascinating to watch. So it's a confusing system, as he just said. So even though on paper it says he gets his visa in 45 days, it's not true. He might not get another hearing until late in the summer. How about that? So I'm guessing he'll be out working in the meantime. And we'll stay on top of it, follow it for you. Regarding the 2 issues that were kind of humorous. Issue number 1. So I find the toilet paper empty in one of the bathrooms on the 2nd floor. And at various times, the kids could all use that bathroom. Vince, Chloe, and or Sophia. And at various times, all 3 of them have been suspects in this crime. Because of a couple things. Because they're goofy at that age. They're always in a hurry. But my man James, so I posted this on social. In Patrick's house, what do? You let him rot? You can't.
So we do weigh it. My kid has one bathroom that he typically uses.
Yeah.
And he never replaces the roll.
Ever?
Almost never.
Well, see, I would punish that. Come on, man.
Well, and the dilemma is, do you replace it for him or not?
No.
If you don't, what's the alternative? He's better now at this age, but
no, you're
2
not
years
defending
ago,
him. He's 18. He's a grown-ass man. He could go and fight a war for his country right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
But is he going to use a hand towel?
What?
If there's no toilet paper, if there's no toilet paper, what are you going to use?
He's not going to use a hand towel in my house. Maybe in yours, man. If he is,
he better wash it.
He's going to get his ass up and get a roll of toilet paper.
Which is in the basement, not anywhere close to his bathroom.
And they better not use a hand towel in my house. Trevor, what do you use when Kiki forgets? Look at him, Patrick. Look at him squirming.
I'm not squirming. I'm not in this conversation.
I had all 3 of my kids at the table last night. And Paulie, he'll know. He'll give me a reasonable adult-like answer. So, Paulie, Patrick's kind of woke sometimes, and he's a Trumper. You know what the hell he is. Some days he's a Trumper. Today he's woke, and I'm going to tell you why. His son never, he just said it, never replaces the toilet roll. He leaves it empty. Paulie, what are you going to do if that happens and your son does that in your house?
Well, he wouldn't do that. He would never do that. Plus, don't you have replacement rolls right there next to the toilet?
No, he doesn't. He said it's downstairs, which is kind of...
We actually have a really cool, it's like a cylinder that you can have 3 or 4 rolls.
Oh, nice.
Right next to, and it's actually very decorative, looks really cool.
Wow.
So if you take the last bit of toilet paper and you don't replace it, you're just a piece of you-know-what.
That's what I'm
saying. You should be flushed down with it.
That's what I'm saying.
You should be flushed right down with it.
How about Patrick said he could use a hand towel? I'll tell you what, go there in my house.
If you don't replace it and someone else sits down, you got to do something.
You can't use a hand towel?
You going to use your hand?
No. I'm going to walk my fat you-know-what over to the damn...
You got to do a little waddle over.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to dance down to the basement for a replacement?
Yes, I am. Before I use a hand towel.
Every step down those stairs.
What kind of household doesn't have spare rolls right there?
That's
you have to have them right there.
Why would you keep them a mile away?
Don't you have like a little cabinet under the sink or something for some extra rolls?
There is, but those things don't always get replaced like they should be, especially by 18-year-old kids.
He's full of crap.
Yeah. That 18-year-old kid should be on his own.
That's what I'm saying. It's about damn. Thank you.
Get out.
And this is why he calls him his kid. I said he could serve in the U.S. military. Could he not?
You know what else he could do?
What?
He could own and operate a bar, but you know what he couldn't do? Drinking it.
Well, he shouldn't be drinking, but that's a whole nother topic.
How about that for our state laws? Own and operate, can't drink.
Topic number 400 with his kid. I told him, you're on your own, man. But guess what my wife did, Trevin? What do you think she did?
She replaced the
roll.
roll.
She replaced the roll, Patrick. What would you think Christine would do?
That
she
sounds right.
Replaced the roll.
My mother would have put a note on the empty roll.
These are the massively important, controversial issues that we cover on this show. It's amazing.
The show has gone to the toilet.
Speak, I can't hear you.
The show has gone to the toilet.
It has.
Literally.
Peace. Colin's next.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company. Larger than light. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
A luxury vacation home where the only decision is pool time or beach time. Your own private indoor pool, a real movie theater, a kitchen big enough for everyone to cook together. Whether it's a deep water dock on the lake or a private path to the ocean, SWAC Vacation Rental